There's Josh.
Hello.
What's up?
Not a whole bunch. How we doing?
Oh,
What's for dinner?
got some nice
Herb
chicken and rice and cucumbers.
Ooh, very fancy.
Yeah.
I'm
Good job.
Nice
doing
haircut.
also eating
you.
it. Mine's just beef in a bowl.
it. Ooh,
Nice.
leftover taco meat?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's excellent. You should
Yeah.
get some like tortilla chips going with that nonsense. Or man nachos.
I'm done.
I ordered a barbecue steak pizza from Topper's Pizza. It was delicious.
That sounds so good.
It was really good.
Oh
Anything that comes with a base layer of garlic butter sauce is
Mm.
excellent.
boy.
Yes. Fact.
So, I need you to do me a favor, Josh, real quick. Click on your gear up there and change your name to your actual name, Josh. I made some changes in the back end here that are going to be better. They're going to be kind of annoying for us, but we'll get used to them. But then as it expands, we'll have a little bit more flexibility because we've been doing things kind of wonky as I've been learning the platform.
Okay.
But one of the things is that basically we're going to have two, like you're going to have two characters. There is yourself and then there is your character. So we're going to have a distinction between the names. So your display name will be your name and then your character name will be the character name.
Oh, sorry. Keep my character name as Fandel then, and then change my display name as Josh.
You got it, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Did you do a different thing?
I did, but it's all right.
It's okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, and then we'll just wait for Anton to get here. The other thing is, can you guys right-click on your little color cubes at the bottom of the thingy and change them to the colors that are your token colors? So Napoleon's orange, Faendal's green, Sachi's blue, Legolas is brown. I just want to see if that makes it actually change something in my interface. I don't know if it does or not.
Already green.
Yeah, it does. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, great. So let's just leave those. Those should stay as they are now. Cool. That actually makes it a nice little thing for me.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So what it does is basically, so when I give an item to you guys, or when I give like a thing, like if you click on like the story tab, also I did some cleanup. So if you go into your little journal tab, things will be a little bit cleaned up in here. But basically, when I give you one of these things, whatever they are, the little information blurbs, it puts a colored circle beside it, indicating which characters have it. But your character colors were all wonky before. So I was like, I don't know, these dots mean nothing to me, but they are actually useful. So yeah, so you guys will have some stuff here you can check. Basically, I was talking to John about this. If you have items that are sticking around, those items may be of use still or may have a purpose still. As we get to using the items, we will cycle them out. So if you have an item, it may update over time. I also separated and put a thing at the top called private events. The private events are private events that occur or happen to you. I believe all of us have a private event. It may have been from the beginning, but anyway. So you'll find that. So those are things that may be shared or not shared. And then also, you're going to be getting today, as you begin to explore the village, you're going to be getting an acquaintance tab, which is going to be characters that you meet. That'll be also roaming the land. So you may be able to correspond with them, or you may have multiple encounters with them. So you'll be getting that tab. There's also, I'm introducing macros to the game. So some of you may have a macro or two. You'll notice, okay, so Josh, you haven't seen any of these. If you click on the dots on the top right of your browser there, with the lines, like the list icon beside the gear, you'll see a number of little macros there. So there's roll initiative, use door, whisper. There's a number of them that are just little lines. If you click in bar, those will populate underneath your menu there where the cameras are, the webcams. And you can actually click these. These are shortcut buttons to do things. So, for instance, if I were to throw up this, and if everybody wants to, and Joanna, the same thing, if you haven't seen these, if you click on the list by the gear at the top right, you'll find them, and then you can click on in bar, and they will populate below the webcams. And then you can just click things like roll initiative.
It'll work until you give us our tokens.
Yeah, in order for some of these things to work, you will need to have your tokens selected. So if you look there, I'll just throw your tokens out for you. You can then do little shortcuts like that. You can also use doors. Now you'll be able to open up your own door. So you can open and close doors with that button. The other macro that you'll have is a whisper macro. So if you click on the whisper macro, you'll now also be able to whisper to other players if you just want to send a quick message. I will be aware of the whisper as well, but nobody else will be aware of the whisper. And you can also whisper directly to me, and I can whisper to you, and you can whisper to an NPC as well. So if you want to whisper something to somebody who is standing there, and it's an NPC, put their name first. So it would be like, if the character's name is Bob, you just put Bob : and then you can write the message. That way I know who that is directed to and who should respond, kind of thing. Cool. And then the other thing is I'm working on a Hunter's Mark special move thingy for you. I can show you it because Anton's not here. So I will give you this. So if you go to your, Josh, if you go to your macros thing, you'll see a new one called Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
So how this works is basically if you click on it, you'll see in the chat, it pops up a little menu. Do you see that?
Yes, I do. Okay,
so first, before you do anything, select your character and pick a little thing, a status symbol underneath that is going to represent your, Hunter's Mark. You can select one of them. So you're essentially marking yourself with a status.
I see. Okay. For argument's sake, let's just go with that one now.
Okay. So now, click on your token and click on Add.
Click on Add under the Hunter's Mark menu section.
Yeah. Did it do anything?
It is not doing anything.
Okay, that's fine. Now click on your token and remove the status. Okay, so now I'll just put this here, test, so I'll give you a new line. So now when you click on your icon and click the Hunter's Mark, you can then hit Mark Unmarked Target and click somebody else. So click Legolas, for example.
It's not letting me click Legolas.
Oh.
No one can follow me.
No, it's because... here, hold on.
Did we ever figure that out?
No, but it's not there right now. Hold on, I'm just going to give you it's because you can't select each other's characters or something here. Hold on, let me just see 1 second here. I'm going to do it on my side. So select that, click on this, add. Okay, and then now. Okay, so what you do is, okay, click on the Hunter's Mark and it'll populate in the menu there. Then click Mark/Unmarked Target, and do you see it gives you a prompt?
You attempt to use roll commands looking for a value, select a token, no tokens are selected.
So click on yourself. Yeah, okay. So click on yourself, then click Hunter's Mark.
Click on it, then choose target.
Yeah, so then click on one of these characters.
I did, and nothing happened.
Oh,
God. A token on the screen to choose a target. If I click myself.
No, you got to click someone else. It's your click Legolas or.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't notice everybody else.
Oh, what do I?
Click the ball again.
Did it work?
No, it did not.
Okay. Well, basically, what it's supposed to do. Let me just see here. Yeah. Okay, well, anyways, it'll mark them. It'll take that, anybody who you click on will get that mark, essentially. So you'll be able to, track them, if they leave. But it's still in the process, so let's just not worry about
Hello?
that for now.
Anybody
Yo,
there?
yo. Yo, yo.
All right, that's pretty cool.
Yo,
Yeah.
yo, can everybody hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't hear anybody.
Well, get good, bro.
Have you tried
Testing,
opening your ears
testing.
and shutting your mouth?
Anybody? No?
Yeah.
Stand by.
Yes.
Mm,
Be a better listener.
mm.
The webcams thing is just I know you guys probably have the webcam. For some reason, I just have a lot of struggle with the frickin' webcam working. Like, I can see all you guys, but on the one that I'm recording, it just doesn't want to record the frickin' webcam. So it's never on the video, or it's like buggy. But anyways.
When I was watching, I watched a bit of the stream yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Seemed fine.
Yeah, it pops in and out. Like right now it's there, and then it's just their shit. Somebody needs to come along and buy this platform and give them like $20 million and just blast this thing into like a bug-free experience, you know?
What's happening, everybody?
Build a better boat.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yo, yo.
What up?
What up?
Sorry I'm a little late. Just getting home from work today. Ran a little late.
You
That's
had to go in?
Yeah, of course. Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh shit.
It is not ideal, but it could be a lot worse.
Yeah, you could be going in every day.
Yeah, I mean, God forbid.
Okay,
God forbid.
you guys ready?
God forbid.
Okay, just a heads up. In about 5-10 minutes, I will have to get up to move a dresser, but it should not take that long.
Okay, that's fine. So let's just do some pre-game stuff. So basically, I already went through some stuff before you got here, Anton, but you were here yesterday or whatever day that was, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see. So new rule, at the end of like a dungeon page, if everybody just wants to move to the next thing, we'll just take our action turns and jump everybody to the end. Like there's no reason for us to take 3 turns of movement just to get everybody to the stairway when they all want to go to the stairway. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So if you happen to be like beside the stairway and you can get there with your movement, then that means you have a free action as opposed to wasting your action to travel to the exit. But basically that's what it will be, is that you'll take 1 action to travel directly to the exit. So if everybody wants to do that, then effectively everybody's at the exit. We just move on. If somebody doesn't want to do that and they want to take their action to do something specific, then they will arrive on the next action. So they will be 1 turn behind or whatever. Updates on inventory. So inventory can now be tracked as a resource. So if you go to your character sheet, and I'll just tell you everybody this again if you don't know, if you double click shift, or hold shift I should say, and double click on your token, it will load your bio and character sheet. So that's a quick way to get to your character sheet. Just hold down shift and double click. What you'll find on the character sheet is in your items, if you go down, you'll be able to click on the eye and you can set items that have a quantity as a resource. So things like arrows. So I've set those already for people so you'll see them, and you have to basically keep track of your inventory. I went through everything. Faendal used 19 arrows. So Josh, technically you have 1 arrow left. Napoleon used, or he had 6 arrows left. He used 14, yeah. One thing, Faendal, check your gold. I don't know if you remember how much gold you have, but I was dicking around with something and I erased your gold, and I don't remember how much you had either. But I don't think you had much, because I don't think you started with much.
I only had the starting gold, which I think was 10.
Yeah, okay. So you can just give
You're a
yourself
poor
that.
boy.
Yeah.
I think mine got deleted, eh?
Yeah, it's possible. So do you remember what you had?
I had gold. No, I don't.
Okay.
You should at least have the starting 10.
But I also had gotten some from a treasure chest.
Let me see if I can pull up the chest here. I think there's
I don't think it was mine.
15 in the chest. Yeah, I'm looking at it here. And then I don't remember if you had more. Yeah, there was another one. Okay, add another 10. So 25 plus your 10, so 35.
Okay, 35 gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you had some silver, right? Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, I got some silver from a chest as well.
Okay, cool. Faendal, your HP is set back to injured status because I think, auto healed you on the level up, but we're not doing that. And yeah, so briefly, a couple other rules. You can no longer control other players' tokens. You can no longer see other players' HP, but you can see the bar. And you can no longer see what other players see unless you have a line of sight on them. Okay? And this changes actually because this is like in the rules, this is how it's supposed to be played, and it affects the actual way the game is configured. I basically had assigned everybody all the characters. So you could see, because technically each of the 4 characters also belonged to you, so you saw their vision. But that screws things up later when I assign things to characters, because then everybody gets them and it makes no sense. So it actually can't, we got to change out of that mode. So let me just show you this quickly before we jump in here, how this works. If you look, like basically, if we move everybody down here, you will see that your vision runs out.
We don't all see the same thing.
Yeah. So, for instance, if I were to bring a character and put them here, there will be... You guys are not able to see Sachi right now, correct?
Correct.
But Sachi... Yeah, so as you move around and whatnot, you'll be able to see. But one point of interest, just to show you how this works, is if I move your characters so that you're on top of each other here, you can see that you can see the entire distance over to Sachi and Napoleon and Faendal, and like you guys can see each other except you're hidden if I do that, right? But conversely, if I were to say bring you guys away from each other, in other words like this, so Faendal, you see that you can't see all the way to the end of the hallway there, right?
Correct.
But if I put Napoleon here, he will extend your vision because he is in your line of sight.
Okay.
All right. So same thing.
Whereas
Sachi.
I can't see Anton or Sachi right now.
Yeah.
Now I can see Anton.
Yeah. So it's going to be a little bit different, and it's going to be a little bit wonky that we're not exactly seeing the exact same thing. But in fact, I think it's better for the back end, and it will make us stick together kind of as a group. And then one more thing, just to indicate, let's say that there was a room. You have your full dark vision back though, so it is twice as far now. And in the event that there is a room that is to be hidden, I can do that just by obscuring the room like that. So you may end up in a place where you haven't visited a room, but because we're using a new type of fog of war system, it should be a little bit easier to manage. Okay. Anyways,
Cool.
Let me just make sure. I think that's all the pre-game shit.
Okay.
You got
I'll
your
be back
XP.
in a minute.
Yep. Okay. All right.
All right. So, plan 1, find a shop.
I mean, do we want to do a super quick recap?
Yeah, there will be. Once Josh gets back, I'll do that.
All right.
Yeah. He's got to move a couch.
Nonsense.
It's already 6:47. Oh, I guess we started at 6:30. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, technically we started a little earlier than that. Or we got on a little earlier.
Yeah.
Like I literally came on less than 2 minutes after I got home. I got here as soon as I could.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
I do a backflip.
I could. I'm just not gonna.
That was a successful backflip.
Was it?
Yeah, check that out.
That's a successful backflip.
It's almost a double backflip.
Let me take a quick look. I didn't see shit.
No, really, I did a backflip. Check it out. I'll do it again. Oh, double backflip.
Oh, I saw that one. I saw that one.
Double backflip. Nat 20.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. I'm gonna switch headsets.
Hey, Kyle, out of curiosity, what's your setup look like?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, what are you? So, like, I see you have. I'm assuming you have 3 screens that you're using.
Here, hold on.
You have one on the left and one on the right.
Kyle's got a great big screen and another pretty big screen, but he
Do you
also
have
got the back end. So
Do you have that crazy curved monitor like Vlad?
no, he doesn't.
Yeah, I do actually.
You are using that? I thought I didn't know you had that. It's like the 50-inch.
Yeah. No, well, here I'll
It's
just show
It's like
you.
a 43, right?
I think it's like
It's
a
a
48.
60. It's a 60 if you must know.
A 60-inch curved monitor? What the fuck?
Well, I have a whole setup. I'm gonna show you. It's not what you're thinking. Hold on.
Yeah, I told you, it's not like Vlad's. It's not like the one.
It's
long
the real
screen
deal.
like that. This is the proper aspect ratio.
Well,
No, wait.
yeah. Let's see here. Is that even gonna work?
Oh, that's super nice.
Nothing like moving a dresser with your wife to test the bonds of your relationship.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So I got a
Nice.
flight sim cockpit set up there too with the throttle and stick.
Yeah,
because-
for that game that you were playing
Yeah.
like last time. I mean, a long time ago.
Yeah. Okay. Are we
Cool.
all ready?
Mhm.
All right.
Let's go.
So, do. Okay, so we'll do a recap. So let's get rid of these little guys. All right. So, welcome back to the game. If you guys remember, you guys have made your way from the gates of Borovia inwards to Borovia Village now. Once inside, you were asked to help save Walter from a monster in the basement by Rose and Thorn, who you met on the streets of the city of Borovia, or the village of Borovia. It turns out, though, that the basement was really some kind of strange vampire-worshipping cult. After freeing the manor and saving the children, the house collapsed and let out like a howling moan. The children manifested, reappeared, they thanked you, and with that they kind of disappeared, leaving you guys in the middle of the village of Borovia. So. Oh, and a raven dropped off a letter, a mysterious letter, if you remember.
I mean, it didn't seem so mysterious.
Well,
I mean, it was openly a threat.
Not quite a threat.
Oh,
But it
he
was just like-
threatening us.
He's like, it was more like a reminder. Like, you should know, I'm the boss here.
Yeah, I'm the evil bad.
Are we
man.
talking about Kolyan's Kolyan and Darovich's
No.
letter?
No, the mysterious one.
Mm.
yeah. So it is evening now. After coming out of the death house, you begin to make your way through the village. And already kind of just looking around before you go anywhere, you can see like shifting eyes from behind boarded up windows. They catch your glance as you kind of stand there on the cobblestone streets, watching you. And kind of, you can hear muffled voices coming from inside. And this is generally kind of the general appearance of this town. If you look in your journal, you'll see, you can click on the town to get a kind of reminder of what everything looks like. And I'll hand it off to you guys.
I would like to use my criminal contact to find the shadiest seller who can help us here.
Well, I mean,
Just find us a good shop.
we do know of a tavern. We were pointed to the tavern by the children before they disappeared into the ether.
Were
And
we?
It's nighttime. I imagine the shop is closed.
It's not. It's evening. It's evening. So it's probably around 8 o'clock-ish, 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Tavern would still be open.
Tavern would still be open, but would the
What about the merchants?
would like a Fletcher or a Merchants be open?
It's worth a shot. I mean, it's up to you guys. You guys can explore and kind of see what you come across, you know?
Do I have a reliable and trustworthy contact who might be able to connect me to someone shady in this town?
Because you're literally standing on a street which is deserted, I'm not going to like just manifest a guy popping out of thin air, but you are on the lookout for a criminal contact.
I would make it so we know that this is the tavern.
Correct.
How do you ping?
Click and hold.
Yeah, you click and hold.
Nice. All right, cool.
Excellent.
Alright, I say-
go to the tavern. Go from there.
Yeah, I say we mosey over to the tavern, have a couple of drinks, and see if we can pick a fight with someone.
We do need a celebratory drink. But
I'd say we should head to the shop first and refill and re-up on weapons before we
Well,
get to somewhere where we could fight someone.
we're gonna take a night. Like I imagine we're gonna pass out at some point in time tonight.
Like I say, we secure us a night, like a place to sleep, and talk to the tavern owners, see if they can recommend us somewhere to go pick up some weapons.
All right, that sounds fair.
Poison.
Let's try to avoid getting into fights while.
I mean, I'm full health, so I'm totally fine with fighting.
We do need to have a rest. Yeah, I
The
have
rest
my
would
hand
be good.
up. I also have to bring Lancelot back to Gertruda at some point.
Who's Lancelot? Oh, right, the dog.
Dog. Yeah, the dog I found. I have to return him to his owner.
Okay.
Nonsense. It's our dog now.
It is
Well,
our dog.
no, I'm lawful good. I have to return him to his owner.
So as
So
you
I can
guys kind of make your way through the town here, you notice that the village is mostly dead, except for the soft murmur of conversations that are happening at a distance. There's an occasional trolley sound and the wind howling through the corridor of the housing. But one thing that you do notice almost immediately is a smell in the air. Can you guys give me a perception check? Everybody roll either investigation or I'll even give you a nature or let's see here.
Insight or survival?
Insight, no. So insight, what are you guys getting? 13, 6, 19. Okay, Anton, I'm going to give it to you. So you smell in the air the sweetest and most aromatic, delicious smell that you've smelt basically since like arriving in Barovia. You are able to like discern that it is coming from this area, and Legolas smells it kind of like second. It stands out immediately, perhaps because of hunger or out of having a voracious appetite. And you can all kind of trace the smell to a hunched, older figure, bundled in rags, pushing a little trolley. She has a horse with her, and she's wheeling a pastry cart, if you will. But she's stopped now, and standing across from her, this old lady, is a Borovian man, and it looks as if he's excitedly buying a pie from her. He's very excited to get this pie, and he's reaching into his pockets to find the payment for it.
Anton, rob the man.
How much for a pie, lady?
Well, hello, dearie. 1 gold piece for a pie. We have meat pies, maple pies, hearty potato pies, mixed berry. What can I get you?
1 gold coin for a pie? Can you do 4 pies for 2 gold coins? Because like we're here, like we just fought these vampires. It was just like brutal. We don't have any gold, but we're heroes.
Give me a persuasion check.
All day. Oh!
What?
The price just went up.
Well done.
How does that even happen? Wow. Okay.
We're all -1 charisma. We're terrible people. Why didn't you just rob the man, Anton?
Yeah. Well, now, dearie, tell me a little bit more. You said you're new here. You were fighting vampires?
Right. I don't know. Are you familiar with the two kids, Rose and Thorn?
Oh, yes.
They're,
Of course. Cute little ones.
Yeah, they're like the best of the Durst. Well, unfortunately, they're like I'm fairly certain they're dead. I'm fairly certain their brother was a monster. I'm fairly certain there's a vampire in the house, and we obviously came in and stirred a ruckus. They won't be bothering anyone anymore.
Yeah, we killed the kid and let the vampire go.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you
Yeah,
what.
It was a monster.
The 0 persuasion. I think she heard us say that.
Yeah, on a 0
That's all
persuasion. On a 0 persuasion. Like, it's not persuasive at all. Okay, so she kind of looks at you and she says, the reason why the pies are so expensive is because there's a bit of magic in them that my mother taught me before she died. The pies bring the eaters only the sweetest dreams, something poorly lacking in this dreary world. But for your deeds, for freeing the town and the children of that evil place, I will give each one of you a pie. So, she is going to give you one of these pies. So she gives each one of you a pie. It's a small pie. It's kind of like, so there's a meat pie, a maple pie, a berry pie. You guys can all kind of take the pie in your head that you like. I don't have an item for it necessarily, but I will draft one up. And you can eat it now. You can save it. It's up to you. But she essentially gave it to you for free.
I'm going to save it.
I think Legolas is gonna eat the shit out of that pie. Okay. I'd like to save it for something important, but I feel like Legolas is gonna eat the shit out of this pie.
I am also going to eat the shit out of this pie.
Yeah, Sachi's also hungry.
Okay, cool. So I will give it...
Legolas, Napoleon is not going to eat this pie. I don't trust this lady.
Okay.
Don't eat a lot of food. This is like way too much for me. I'm gonna put it in my pocket.
Okay, that's
Pocket
fine.
snack.
So I will give Anton one of these Granny's pies, and the rest of you guys are just going to immediately down your pie right away. So it's almost like an explosion of flavor that you guys are expecting when you bite into this pie, but instead it kind of tastes like a little stale and chalky or something, but it's still sweet and delicious. It's fine. It's just, what you expected is not lining up with what it is, but you haven't eaten in so long and you're hungry, and how that feeling makes everything kind of taste delicious, and it's a fine pie. So nothing to worry about in that sense.
Any healing benefit to the pie?
No healing benefits to the pie. You feel a little fuller, but it's a small pie. So she thanks you. Well, thank you. Even though you didn't pay, it's nice to see some new faces. We don't really get a lot of people from outside of town. And she kind of just continues going down the street, house to house, selling her pies.
Can we talk? Can I call her back? I have a couple of questions for you, old lady.
Yeah.
You seem like you know your way around this little town, peddling these delicious pies and whatnot. Could you tell us where would be the best place for newcomers to visit? Is there any must-see sites? Any must-go shop stores? Any sketchy merchants or alchemists?
Anywhere we can get some good weapons?
Basically, could you just tell me everything that there is to do, please?
Yeah.
Well, at the very least, tell me if there's any must-do or must-see sites in the city.
Yeah. So she looks at you guys all kind of clamoring around, looking for an answer, and says, well, there's a number of things that you should check out. First and foremost, if you're looking to get a drink and find a place to stay, you should go to the Tavern. It's right behind you. And she gestures to Legolas, basically. Behind Legolas is this large sort of tavern. And then, of course, if you need to find some items, you could always go visit Bildrath. And she gestures over here, which is a smaller establishment. And then she kind of takes a second and pauses and thinks to herself and says, I'm not really from around here, so I don't really have all the answers, but I'm sure you could find some people that'll help you in those places.
We're not from around here, lady. Like, you shouldn't be.
Just said you don't get a lot of people.
So this village is kind of like a dilapidated village, and it's full of Borovian citizens. Okay, so this older lady, stands out a little bit. So she's obviously, or looks to be, kind of not from around here. She's a traveling merchant. The people, like Borovians themselves, are really like dour and sour looking. Like when you are looking around and seeing people and the man who was here just a moment ago, they all kind of look pretty cold. Here's an example. And
Damn sketchy looking people.
yeah, and just sometimes you may have to toggle out of the dark mode. I'm figuring out there's some formatting issues sometimes when the text appears dark, but some of these will have text with them. Yeah, so these are kind of what the Borovians look like. Borovians are wary of strange people and customs. They're basically kind of like refugees. Like Strahd has taken over these lands, and this village is the most oppressed of all of the lands. And so the Borovians are the people who are kind of leaned against the hardest. They sort of live underneath the castle itself. And as such, this village is quite a sour, dark place.
I see.
All right, folks. I say we head to the tavern.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, like, we're right next to the shop. We should at least knock and see if we can get in there. I'm going to, can I toss the lady a gold coin for her troubles? Or a silver coin for her troubles?
Yeah.
A silver coin? Yeah, sure.
Nice save.
You can do that.
That's for you, lady. You
Why,
have a
thank
good
you.
night.
Yeah, the old wink and a nudge.
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe
You gotta flaunt it.
If
maybe
you
you'll
gotta
take
flaunt it.
Give her the pistols.
Okay, so what are you guys up to?
Let's. I start banging on the door to the shopkeep, unless it's open. Like, can we tell? Can we take a look at the shop? Does it look like anyone's there, or is it?
Yeah, so as you approach the building and start banging on the door, the first thing that you notice is that the windows are all like brazenly uncovered, so there's no boarded up anything, in stark contrast to like the rest of the village. Instead, light is actively spilling out, and it's pooling around the base of the building. So you're kind of like aggressively knocking hilariously because the door is just right beside you, open and available. In fact, the handle is polished to a shine that almost distracts from like the scratches on the door and everything else. This is like a nice, upkept place. So you reach for the door and you push the door open, and a bell over the door rings to loudly announce your arrival. And inside, you find shelves and tables, all populated by a variety of items set out in groups, weapons with weapons, cloths with cloths or clothes, and books, and so forth. You have stumbled your way into Bildrath's Mercantile. And if you may need to stretch this a little bit depending on your browser to get the format nice, so you could just resize that little window. So beside each set of items is a small wood block displaying the prices, and from behind the counter, a man, an older man, watches you, his dark eyes narrowed. He doesn't look how you'd expect, but similar to like Borovian style, this man is like threatening and domineering. When he sees you've noticed him, his expression shifts into a toothy smile, and he holds his arms out wide. Greetings. Welcome to Bildrath's Mercantile.
Howdy. Well, we're just realized, or at least I just realized, I don't know how these guys are doing, but, I'm in another strange place, and a bunch of shit wants to kill me, so I need some weapons to handle that. What you got?
You got to just look at the items are right there in front of you. I'm not going to read every single item.
All right, then I'll take that old warhammer for 20 gold pieces.
You have 20 gold pieces? What the fuck?
Ooh,
I have 60 gold pieces.
That's
I
a
think we
ton
should
of gold pieces.
Whoa.
It's because he
Potion
sold the.
I
Because
sold
he
the
sold the
gladius.
sword.
What's the conversion of silver to gold?
It's 1 to 10. Every 10 silver is 1 gold.
Ooh.
Also, there may be things that pop up and populate for people, by the way, these special events. So be mindful to kind of keep your eyes out for that as well. I'm just going to warn you
Kyle.
ahead of time. Yeah.
Can you give me this old warhammer?
Yeah, so you're going to buy that old Warhammer. Yeah, so open up your character sheet and basically you can start typing it in. Here, let me see. I'll come to your page with you. And subtract your gold.
Yeah, so I will now have 40 gold.
Here, you do your gold. I'll do the thing for you. Hold on. Cool.
And it should be Dex, because this is my Kenzai weapon now.
Okay.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Can I inquire
Oh,
about
why-
your wares?
Why is the damage only 1?
I'd like
Only.
to.
Oh no, sorry, yeah, attack.
Hold on. I got to do certain things. Hold on. Okay, it's all right. That should be better. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Anton.
I'd like to strike a conversation with Bildrath. I'd like to inquire about some of your wares here. In particular, I see you have just a rod for sale, and you're saying that it's arcane focused. What does that even mean?
These items are for enchanting. Right now, they're kind of boring. They don't really do anything, but they're all excellent starter items for creating powerful upgrades.
That sounds like you're trying to cheat me. No offense.
Yeah, this is Bildrath's mercantile. Like, he is not hiding in shame. He says right on his storefront, if you really want it, you'll pay for it.
That's
All right.
expensive.
In that case, I'd like to ask Bildrath if that applies his way as well for him as well, because I might have some treasure that he'd definitely be interested in.
What are you interested in selling?
I pull out the crystal orb of Strahd.
Okay.
You have the what now?
I have the crystal orb of Strahd. It's the thing that was on the statue that I picked up and then I fainted. I flash it gently. I'm obviously not going to be.
I think we should have worked him up to that.
I mean, if he really wants it, he'll pay for it.
If he really wants it, he'll pay for it. So he looks at the orb and he says,
This is just a typical orb. There's nothing magical about this. I'll give you 5 gold pieces.
I'm afraid I'm probably going to hold on to this for a little while.
But I got something. I got this jewelry box, very finely made. It's made of gold. How much gold do you give me for the gold jewelry box?
is this Mrs. Durst's jewelry box?
Yes, it is.
All right, let me see here. Jewelry box of the late Mrs. Durst. Ooh, likely worth a pretty penny. Okay, so he looks at this and he says,
Frankly, I'm going to take this and I'm going to melt it down. I'll give you 20 gold pieces.
I'll take that.
all right. So you can take your 20 gold piece. That's going to bring you actually back up to 60. You just got that Warhammer for free.
Yes, I did.
And he's going to take that jewelry box
That's a
from you.
great trade. Also, friend, tell me, is there a blacksmith around here? I might use some of his space. We might let me rent out some of his space for a time.
No blacksmith, sorry. Can't help you there.
No blacksmith in the entire town.
Bildrath, I'm curious. I wish I wish I knew which road to follow in order to get to the finest inn in the city. you'd be able to.
Yeah, so Bildrath kind of looks at you and gives you a strange look and says,
The finest inn in the city is a shithole. You're here. This place is not a nice place to be. Right behind you, Blood on the Vine Tavern. But I'll tell you what, you guys seem like you're not from around here, so I'm going to let you in on a little secret. You probably don't want to be buying from me. I just kind of thieve and take money from the stupid people that come through this town. These items are not really worth it. You want to go to the Arasek stockyard in Vallaki. That's where you're going to kit up.
Where's
Okay,
that?
where is that?
I got town maps for sale. You're more than welcome to buy them.
You'd have better luck watching the skies for rain than getting that kind of money from us.
I was thinking maybe we go to the tavern.
Listen, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a discount on these maps.
he's going to reduce the prices of the maps for you guys.
Oh, what a Pete.
What a nice guy.
He's just being so sweet.
So these should auto-populate. Just let me know if they don't. But basically, the prices of the maps have come down.
Cool.
So just for awareness, the county of Borovia is the larger province, and then these places, the village, Vallaki, the town is sold out. But if you're curious, go ahead.
Where was this great shop we needed to go?
He said that you will find it. It is the Arasek stockyards in Vallaki.
Okay, he doesn't even have the map we need.
Well,
He has the map of the Borovia county.
Would we
That's
be
a lot
able
of gold,
to...
though.
It's 15 now.
The county of Barovia, I say we split it. I say that Legolas pays for most of it since he's flush with cash.
Whoa, I need my cash to buy drinks and warhammers.
That is true. But you already bought a Warhammer. Come on, we need a map.
I'm not gonna buy the whole fucking map. That's not gonna happen.
I mean, I'll
Have
pitch
I been
in.
successfully able to steal arrows while this whole thing's going on?
Sorry, say that
Cool.
again.
Have I been successfully able to steal arrows while this whole thing is going on?
Have you?
I don't see anything. Have you been running checks or something? Or you're...
Yeah, I did a sleight of hand check to you, and I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, I didn't even see it. Is it... Where do you... I don't see it. Oh, hold on. My bad. Look at that. Okay, yeah, you're going to take them. My bad.
Actually.
I wasn't paying attention. I was writing something. Yeah. All right.
good
You're
stuff.
you're
Alright,
go- you're
I mean,
gonna you're gonna end up stealing 8 arrows from him.
Cool.
Anton, try and
He
steal
does.
the map.
He is not aware.
I mean, I'd like to think. Can I actually take a quick look and see if there's... Well, no. Is he...
He's actively paying attention to you at this point.
What if? Oh, dude, I want to start. I'm gonna start playing the drum in the middle of this. Yeah, I'm gonna start playing the drum like crazy in the middle of this fucking. I'll use dexterity. In the middle of this thing to distract him, and while he's distracted, Anton, you steal the map.
Yeah, but like if you're gonna distract him, we're gonna...
Da, 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 da.
Okay.
Anton, steal the map.
All right, I mean, Napoleon is just going to apologize for his companions
Are you kidding?
and try to push us all out of here. And obviously, I'm going to also use my sleight of hand.
Isn't that
Right.
funny?
Steals the map.
Amazing.
Okay.
Incredible.
You got cut off there. What are you using your sleight of hand for? To grab the map
I mean,
from him?
I'd like to try and steal the map, but I feel like it's not going to go well. But I mean,
You guys are
Well, now money.
pretty brazen. Like you're just showing up in this strange town, and you're just. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. We'll see how it
Yeah,
goes.
fuck yeah, man. We're not from here. I don't give a fuck.
If I had more than 2 health,
I'd rather stay on this guy's good terms.
This guy
Why? He
is.
just said I'm trying to rob you.
I mean, he didn't try to rob me. He's just trying to.
I mean, 15 gold pieces for a map, that's outrageous.
Can we
One of the
haggle?
first things he said to one of the first things you rolled already. You rolled the sleight
It's
of
already
hand.
happened. You've already
done
taken
it.
it.
You've already done this. You rolled a nat 20 to steal this fucking map.
All right, I guess we're stealing the map. Or we're trying.
Okay. What did you roll? You rolled a 25 on it. Okay. Well, you were able to actively snatch the map on a nat 20.
Are we getting the fuck out of here? That's just the way.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah. Tavern's over there.
All right. Hold on a moment.
You're gonna hide across the street.
Yeah, that's how good we are.
So for the price of one Warhammer, we got a Warhammer, a map, and 8 arrows. Not bad.
Technically, I spent zero. Like, I just sold that jewelry box.
Okay, so we traded a
I think
jewelry
you
box.
got gypped on that.
I mean, probably, but I got my money back. So, like, I
Uh,
traded a jewelry
Napoleon.
box that I didn't know about for a Warhammer that's twice the damage of my old hammer.
Napoleon, are you going to share this map with everybody?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna share it with everyone.
Okay.
All right. We need to get to Vallaki.
Borovians. Oh, we're far.
Where the hell are we?
We're in the bottom right.
The village of Borovia?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, shit. Okay.
We should be trying to get some
Why am
transportation.
I
We know we have.
blind? Oh, there's Barovia. My apologies.
All right.
Okay, so I mean, Castle Ravenloft is all I could see with that.
Where is it?
If we gotta take the whole road down, past the pond, like around the pond, up to where the road forks, keep going north, go by the windmill, and around the forest, and that's how we hit Vallaki.
That's so far.
And also remember that our friend here, who's operating the carriage, is it Stanimir?
Yeah.
Doesn't he want to take us to his queen?
So just to put this into perspective, I would just show you if you want to zoom out a little bit. This is where we are in the world, in the actual world map.
Okay.
Okay, we're far as fuck.
Yeah, I believe that's the technical term.
I mean, I'm sure that we can find arrows on the cheap somewhere else in town. I don't know that I trust this fool.
Well, I mean, I've already stolen a bunch of arrows from him. I'm okay.
I mean, I wouldn't mind some mistletoe.
I mean, we
I
can't
just
go shopping there. We just robbed them. So let's.
No, I know. I don't want from him.
Anton, I would say you and I can't go back in there. When you did roll, like, you rolled a 25. You shouldn't have been able to, like.
Yeah,
notice.
you guys both rolled nat 20s. So on nat 20s, he's not really going to be aware, other than the map is obviously gone. The arrows, stealing a handful of arrows, hey, the map is no longer there.
Yeah. So I say for the
We
time
can
being.
go back, but I say we go to the tavern. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
for the time being, let's go to the tavern. Like, we'll see what's what. We'll have a couple drinks, find a place to sleep for the night. Josh will have more than 2 health,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then we can go murder him.
Yeah.
Also,
You know-
Joanna is now the benefactor of the entire Durst family will.
That's
Yeah.
So
true.
we should find out what to do with that.
Ooh,
And the
that's-
dog. Gotta return the dog.
And we can return the dog if there's time.
And there's still Persephone the frog.
Persephone's your
Well, I mean, like, we should have murdered sacrificed the frog
No,
on the altar
couldn't have
instead
done
of
that.
fighting
No.
the flesh baby.
No, couldn't have done that. No.
All right,
Can't
let's
hurt the
wander
animals.
over to the tavern.
Okay, so you make your way back into the open area of the town there. It's clear that that's actually some kind of like common area, though it hasn't been upkept at all, that little square. So there's brush and overcover and growth taking back the buildings. Stanimir's carriage is parked outside there, but he's nowhere to be found on the outside. and muted rays of light rain down illumination into the main square here. There's 2 large buildings that flank each side of the road. The largest of the 2 is the one that you're in front of now, is the Blood on the Vine Tavern. The other one was Bildrath's Mercantile. So the Blood of the Vine Tavern has a sign above the doorway. It hangs, and basically there's a change where the old name at some point got scratched out and had a new name scratched in. This establishment has grown shoddy over the years. And let's make our way inside. All right.
Fine establishment we got here.
It doesn't look nearly as big from the inside.
I mean, you don't know that. There's a bunch of doors.
I mean, it looks much bigger on the outside, is all I'm saying.
Okay, so you guys find yourself on the inside of the tavern now. One moment. Fire in the hearth gives scant warmth to the few huddled souls within, and you guys can all kind of start inside here. That's okay.
I cannot.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
So immediately you notice that there is a man who is sitting at the bar. There is a barkeep that is behind the bar, and there are 3 Vistani women sitting together at a table.
Nope.
Can I roll for a perception check? See if there's anything of value at all in this shoddy looking little inn?
Yep.
Zing.
Zing. So you look around, and this is a place that has kind of been probably passed down over time from owner to owner. This village has really been hit hard by like all of the oppression of this, world. The wolves that basically lie in the exterior of the village, and like the food shortages, these Borovians that are super dour. So this bar is not a good example of like a well-established money-making hub. This is basically a shithole.
Lovely.
I'd like to come up to the bartender. Let's go over to the bar, boys and girls.
So ask if there's a room. And then,
Yeah.
Nighttime's coming, we could all use a long rest, and then we can deal with everything else in the morning.
Yeah. Hello.
But, also, before everything even, I want to roll just like an insight check. Just based on, I've been to a bunch of places, and I want to just, look around. It's like, okay, am I going to be murdered in my sleep here? I want to check for, the percentage of, oh, crap, never mind.
108. You do not feel comfortable necessarily in this village at all. There is, a thick air of, it is a pressurized village that feels as if it's going to go off at any given point. There's kind of all of the people that you find inside this village are kind of lurking in shadows as if they don't want to be seen. It's a very dark and scary place. So while you don't feel particularly threatened, you don't feel like you're, having a great time either.
Okay. I'd like to talk to that pretty guy in the corner.
Sure.
Just see what he's saying.
Okay, hold on. Let me just get a quick drink.
All right, put the moves on him.
I could do with the smoking.
I'm doing smoking.
Right.
Yeah, you're smoking
Like what
inside
this
like a
guy's up to.
savage.
Yeah.
Oh boy, not a good roll either. Yeah.
What'd you roll? A perception? Well, just talk to him.
Yeah.
You want to
So,
know?
like,
Okay, well... Okay.
Like,
Ask
what's,
if he comes here often.
Yeah, do you come here often? Just was wondering if you could suggest a good place to stay the night. Me and my friends need to rest up. We're pretty tired.
Okay. So the man looks up at you and immediately smiles. He's a happy and excited man. His name is Ismark. Ismark the Lesser. He happens to
His
be...
name is Mark?
His name is Ismark, yes.
hi,
And
Is
Mark.
Ismark.
and he happens
Is Marquis, if you would.
Ismarky. He happens to be the Barovia village burgomaster's son, so he is technically Ismark Indirovich.
Ismarky.
His father is Kolyan Indirovich. I believe you're carrying a letter of his. They call him
yeah.
Ismark the Lesser because he's lived in the shadow of his father basically his whole life. He's young, so he's probably in his early 20s. And he's basically sipping wine, and he looks up at you, and he is kind of like excited to see you because he, only a handful of outsiders come to Barovia every couple of years or decades, and so he's probably never actually seen anybody who's out of, the ordinary,
Who's
especially
blue.
especially
Blue, yeah.
not like an Azamar or gnomes or anything. So he perks right up and he's excited and he says, "Are you guys adventurers? I've been training to be an adventurer, but lately this whole nightmare with Straw has really put things in perspective, and now seeing you guys here, like, who are you? What are you doing here?"
Like,
We're the pen pals.
We are the pen pals? We're the pen pals, yeah, we're the pen pals.
Or the
We're the pen
Voldemorts.
pals. We have no charisma, but like we're the pen pals. I guess you could call us adventurers. We just defeated some Oh no, we didn't defeat the vampire, but
We showed them what.
We killed
Yeah,
that baby pretty good.
we killed that baby pretty good, which was baby or the dog. Baby had to go.
And I buried some children.
Yeah.
Yeah, and buried some children, yeah. So he
Yeah.
says, okay, come. You guys got to sit down. Let me get you a round of drinks. This is crazy. I want to hear all about it. And
Okay.
so
Hey guys, come over here.
yeah, so
Right.
he basically pulls you guys over to
But wait,
this
I haven't
table.
gotten an alcohol yet.
He's gonna get us
Barkeep,
some.
alcohol's to the table.
Come on.
So you shout towards the barkeep. The barkeep kind of like looks up at you kind of slowly.
Excuse me, sir.
Somebody give me hold on.
I wonder if I sign on from my phone on the Roll20, is it going to bump me out of my computer?
No, I think it works fine. Somebody just give me an insight check on the barkeep. If somebody's got a good
I got it. I got it.
Not bad. No, I got it.
Inside.
Oh yeah, you don't have it. Okay, Sachi's got it. And also, guys, make sure you're set to be public or private based on your roles, because sometimes I'm in your character sheets messing around with stuff and I forget to change it back. Okay, so you look at this barkeep, and there's something that is like wrong with him or something. He is like kind of like Eeyore or something. He's like mindless. He's cleaning glasses like one after another, and when they're all clean, he just like starts over again. So he looks up at your request and hears that you want a drink or whatever, and then basically ignores that and continues. It goes back to taking drinks, or sorry, cleaning the glasses.
Okay.
That's super weird, right?
That's super rude. Sorry, we asked for the drink, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
Mark, like Ismark, you should offer us a drink. Tell us all about.
Yeah, what is wrong with the barkeep?
Oh, so Ismark looks up at you. He was kind of like distracted. He's carrying like a bag and whatnot, and is invited you over, but didn't see that Arik, A-R-I-K, the barkeep, was kind of whatever. And he looks at you guys and says, "Oh, don't mind Arik. Borovians are made out of flesh and blood. They're born, they live, they age, they die, but not all of them. Actually, only about 1 in 10 have souls. Arik is one of these hollow-born." So then he walks over to the bar and kind of like whispers in Eric's ears, and Eric perks up right away and goes and continues to make the drinks, and basically serves you guys with all of your drinks on the bar there, and you can take the glasses and then retreat to the table.
That seems kind of sketchy. Can I roll an insight check on Ismarky?
Born means?
Yeah, you want to roll an insight check on Ismark? Well, what do you want to know?
Like,
Can I trust him?
Oh,
I mean, look at those lashes.
well, you just met him. You just met him. He's a handsome young man. He's what's not to trust.
Lesser man, what did you say to him?
He just looks at you and says, those Hollowborn, they're not too bright. You just kind of have to have a way of words with them, repeat things. It's more of a connection. I know him. I've been, friends with him a long time. He doesn't take very kindly to new folk. He's Hollowborn.
Okay. And there's many of these types around here.
Yeah, Hollowborn are, pretty common around Barovia. It's because of the whole mist demi-plane thing. People can't really, get out, so they get recycled. It's like this whole thing. You don't know about Hollowborns?
a lot of them right now. What?
Tell us more.
So, Ismark basically goes on to explain that because Strahd has a stranglehold on this domain, and because Barovia represents a sort of like demi-plane that is separate from the Forgotten Realms, people that get swept up into this land kind of exist here in a separated state. So when souls die in Barovia, they can't flee or escape, and so they get reborn as new people. But people that are born or people that are reproduced without having a soul that can go into the body are essentially just born as Hollowborns. So there are soulless that intermingle with the souled people, and the souled people are essentially like reincarnated. They can't escape. Their souls cannot escape from this realm. They're trapped in this place. So it happens that Eric is one of these Hollowborns.
That sounds horrible.
It does sound very unnatural, but
like handy for tasks.
there is now a baby clobber.
There is now a baby Clover, potentially, yeah. Yeah.
So
Do these souls remember?
Nobody really knows, some people, this is Ismark. So Ismark says, nobody really knows. Some people carry their memories with them, and some people are completely oblivious to them. It's just kind of like a way of life, and it's embedded in the culture here that we have this kind of understanding. But only some remember their lives or their previous 5 lives or any lives.
How many do you remember?
I don't remember any.
How does one escape this plane?
Nobody escapes this plane. There's just no way.
I mean, what if we killed this Von Strahd character?
Killed this Strahd character. Nobody's killed this Strahd character in hundreds of years. It's not going to happen.
I mean,
And then there'd just be a baby Strahd somewhere.
everything's got to change, my friend.
Listen, when I was young, I dreamt of becoming a warrior to eventually kill Strahd, but it's just not meant to be. It can't be done. It takes more than just
I'm not
brute
here to
force.
dream about anything. I'm not from
You young
here.
now?
I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go home.
Listen, friend, I can't help you with how to kill Strahd. I've got my own issues that are here and present now that I'm trying to deal with. And this whole kill Strahd thing, what has Strahd ever done to me? I'm just trying to manage what is going on in my village right now.
Napoleon walks up to him and walks on the table and puts his hand on his shoulder. It's like, girl trouble.
I guess you could say that. So, basically, he confesses that every week for the past year, a villager has gone missing from Barovia village without an explanation. His father, the burgomaster of Barovia village, has recently passed away, like 2 days ago. And when the father was alive, the disappearances of these villagers plagued him. But now that he's gone, the problem of the missing villagers falls directly onto Ismark's lap, because he's going to have to step up and become the new burgomaster.
It sounds like an opportunity to step out of your father's shadow and make a name for yourself.
Sounds like you might know stuff about the Dursts.
Well,
Well, if I mean, I know a little bit about the Dursts if you're interested, but what I'd like to try and figure out is where are these missing people going? You know, the villagers believe the disappearances to be the work of Strahd, but I'm not so sure. I think the cause might be a little bit closer to home.
I wonder if it's
Well,
vampires.
What makes you think
There is a vampire about. We met her in
Yeah,
the house.
probably a vampire.
Yeah.
We know that there is a vampire about.
Well, vampires being about is nothing particularly new. You know, we get visits from vampires all the time. And in fact,
why are you surprised about people disappearing? Vampires eat people.
one person a week for weeks on end, it's a little bit suspicious.
How many vampires you got? You make it sound like you got a bunch of vampires running about.
Listen, this village is getting smaller by the day. And if we don't do something about it, there's going to be no villagers left. I'm sure you guys have seen walking through the streets that most of the houses are all boarded up and empty.
Yeah, the first house we went to, that was a monster we had to kill. It's crazy out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
First
listen.
people we saw were like, kill these monsters. Now it seems like the second person we talked to is being like, hey, kill this monster. You want us to kill the monster?
Just
We'll
say
kill the
it.
monster.
Well,
Yeah,
if you guys could
We'll do
look
it.
into the disappearances, that would be wonderful.
I mean, we
Kill the
could,
monster.
we're like, but it's gonna cost you.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
Like we arrived on this demi-plane out of just falling in with a bad crowd, as far as I can imagine, and we got stuck right in. We are here now, and by God, like we're gonna get the fuck out. But we need.
We're here to chew gum and kick people's ass.
incentive.
We're here to not be here for much longer.
I don't give a shit about Borovians going missing. They're not my people. But I will help you for the right price.
Well, I'll tell you what. Maybe there's some things that we can do to help each other. Okay? I'll be honest with you. I'll be frank with you. I know a little bit about this Strahd character, and I might be able to help you out in determining what he's kind of been up to in the village. But first and foremost, I have a few things that I need to tend to in the next couple days. Okay? I have my father's funeral that I'm going to have to tend to. I have to deal with my sister, who is involved with Strahd in ungodly ways, and I'm not even going to get into that tonight with you guys. And
Oh, shit.
Oh, you are.
Spill the tea.
and I got these villagers. All right, so there may be ways
Okay.
that we can help each other.
It sounds like there's ways that we can help you.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, none of those were.
Also, do you happen to know Gertrude? We have her dog.
Oh, Gertrude, yeah, of course. That's Mary's daughter. She lives just south of Bildrath's. Come to think of
Okay.
it, I haven't seen Gertruda in a couple of weeks now, which is odd.
She's still alive? What
Such
can I
a
keep
such a
dog?
lovely girl.
We should go check that out.
Oh, those missing people you hear about.
Maybe Lancelot could help us out with this missing people thing.
As far as the missing people are concerned, the last victim was Gregor Stanovich. He was an old man that lived alone. He was a devout follower of the Morning Lord, and he was reported missing by a friend who expected to see him the following morning. His house is not too far from here. I wouldn't go tonight.
why
Is
not?
there a safe place for us to sleep tonight?
You know, if I didn't have my dead father at home and my burdened, crying sister that I have to go and tend to, I would say you're more than welcome to stay at my place. But tonight, it's probably not going to work. You should stay here at this tavern, and then tomorrow we can rendezvous.
We should stay in this fucking tavern. Are you sure?
There's not many safe places in Barovia Village. If there's anywhere that is worthwhile to stay for strangers, it is probably a place that tolerates strangers.
I mean, that's fair.
Right?
Yes.
Can you talk to Arik for us? Just make sure take care of accommodations for us.
Yeah, I can do that. Absolutely.
That'd be lovely.
Yeah, we'll get to that later as the night unfolds. If there's anything that you guys want to talk to, or any questions, or any things that you want to do, of course we can do them. But then, you know, if you want to spend the night, we can spend the night whenever.
I mean, I have questions. I have so many questions for you. Do you know of any shop that's not going to rob us blind for us to buy some stuff while we're here?
Mhm.
You know, the
You
next
want to.
the next closest town is Vallaki, and that's pretty far away, but that doesn't seem to have the same strife and suffering that this town is going under. Like, I've heard of good reinforcements there. It is probably safe. If you guys wanted to head to Vallaki at some point, it would be lovely if you could even escort my sister. She's been meaning to get there. I don't want her traveling alone, really, but at the same time, I can't leave. So Vallaki is probably where you want to be for storefronts and shops. And
How far away is it?
it's about a 3-day travel by carriage.
We need supplies. We need supplies in the carriage and weapons if we were to take your sister across to Vallaki. You wouldn't want her to not be safe, would you?
No, and I have access to some things that I can give you that are in the Burgomaster manor, that my father's Burgomaster manor. So that is something that we can evaluate. Sure.
Okay, I think that'd be fair. And also coin, obviously.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
All right.
All right, that all sounds fine. I guess we're going to be turning in for the night soon. I want to go over here. I'm losing interest in this conversation now.
Yeah, I think it's bedtime.
Legolas is going to come over here and sit with these 3 ladies.
Okay.
Hey, ladies. How's it going?
So they show little interest in you. They just kind of look up at you and you know, and look back down at you. Give me a perception check. Yeah. So these 3 Vistani ladies are dressed differently than the Vistani that you know. They're much more tempered down and kind of like, they're not very colorful. They're not wearing scarves or bandanas. And so they're kind of out of place, but they look very like confident, mean. Like they're not necessarily to be trifled with.
Oh, trifling I plan to do. I gotta try and rebuild my village. I mean, I'd love to offer you, any of you women's, the alcohol of your choice, provided one of you can talk to the bartender and get us all some alcohol.
Well, you guys do have alcohol already, right?
I think I'm done mine.
Oh, you're done
I would
yours?
imagine we finished at this point.
Legolas is like, you know what? I'm going to go ask these 3 ladies for alcohol as the richest member of the entire party.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the sound.
None of us can talk to the bartender.
Well, you can try. You just shouted at him from across the room.
Oh, he didn't seem to want any part of that.
So Ismark looks at you, Sachi, and kind of like gives a little whisper and says, you know, your friend doesn't know this, but those are actually the owners of this establishment.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna get us kicked out of here. I don't know him.
I'm gonna walk up to Legolas and be like, hey, I think maybe I'll buy you a drink. Don't worry, don't bother these poor ladies. They're busy.
Well, it's not about who's paying, it's about who we're drinking with.
But and I'll whisper in his ear, they're the owners. Leave them alone. We need to sleep tonight. Aindel's gonna die if we don't.
Accurate.
Yeah, Faendal's gonna die if we don't get some rest.
Yeah,
Don't go starting
we
a
need to be able
fight.
to sleep here. Let's not piss them off, okay?
Unless you want to fight him right now. We gotta get the
I'm
drop
not
on
trying
him.
to fight him. I'm trying to.
No,
I'm
just
trying
like
to
don't
do
be
the other
slapping
thing.
anybody, okay? Like
trying to
we
do
know
the
how
other
that
thing.
went down. Like let's just come
And
back
yeah,
over
I'm
here.
Be a vampire.
No
Have a
one's,
drink
no one's
over here.
getting, no one's getting slapped. That's not what this is about.
I don't trust you, man. Let's go back over with everyone else.
We could all just join and start cock blocking.
So just as you guys are having this little discussion, who walks in but Stanimir?
Stanimir.
Stanimir makes his way into the bar and basically heads up and goes to talk to Arik. You can't overhear what he's saying.
I think I'm gonna walk on over to Stanimir. Can you get us another alcohol, please?
Why, yes, but of course, one alcohol, please, Arik, for my friends.
No, for everyone.
Yeah, one alcohol for everyone, for your
All
friends.
right,
For your
all right.
friends. Yeah, so Stanimir is able to negotiate with Arik and gives you guys all an alcohol. Will you notice when Stanimir comes in, these three Vistani women, they begin to leave. They're not cool with Stanimir, it would appear. And they make their way basically into the back and out of sight.
That's racist.
Yeah. So Stanimir turns around to the group and he says,
Where's Slopstick?
That's a
You
good
should
question.
ask Legolas.
Legolas got him killed.
Yeah, Legolas.
I
It's Zal's fault.
I was. Is there anybody who steals bodies around here? Because I tried to preserve his corpse and
It is
it
true. That is
disappeared.
accurate.
Oh, he was probably gotten by a wolf or something like that. I mean, he was a big guy. I'm sure he can take care of himself. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
so he kind of like shrugs it off and goes to take a
I
seat.
mean, you heard me say the word corpse.
he doesn't seem to be bothered too much or care too much. And then he looks at Ismark and he says,
Hey, were they talking to the Mortu?
and Ismark says, yeah, they were.
Legolas is going to turn to Sachi and just be like, well, how would you feel about sharing a room tonight? Wink, wink. And I will roll my customary persuasion check.
Not very persuasive.
I think I'll sleep alone tonight.
Well, that's relative.
Maybe if you roll a nat 20.
Nice try.
Nat 20 for a sad hand job.
I think that's still better than the last two I rolled.
Yeah, that is true. That is higher. Like I'll
The
kiss
first
you on
one
the
was
cheek.
the first one was a 1.
Yeah,
So.
I go on and kiss you on the cheek and be like, not tonight.
No,
Oh, that's something.
Yeah,
that's something. That's enough to cling on to.
yeah. I'm getting somewhere. It's gonna work. We're gonna rebuild that village.
Stanimir,
It
how
will
have
be
you been up to all
Smurfs.
Say again, sorry.
Stanimir, what have you been up to all day?
Oh, you know, typical things. Unloaded the carriage, bought some goods, traded some goods. Now I just want a drink.
You're buying goods at the shop across the way?
Oh, Bildrath, old friend, yes.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
Does he give you good prices?
Bildrath gives everyone good prices.
I'm sure, of course. I'm sure.
Do you mind assisting us? Can you help us get a good deal out of him?
What are you looking to buy?
Arrows and health potions.
How much money do you guys
Maybe some
actually
music
even
or something.
have?
I have 109 silver coins and 15 gold coins.
15 gold and schmeckles.
Do you guys want, just as an out-of-game note, do you guys want to deal with multiple currencies, or should I just make everything gold? Like, you want to just make it easy?
I would make everything gold. Yeah, I would make it a little bit easier.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that another time or whatever. But, yeah. So, Stanimir, give me a persuasion.
Ooh.
Well, I'll take it from Napoleon, because he asked.
All right. Persuasion.
Persuasive.
Oh, a 6. You guys are rolling some bunk rolls, man.
My
Or
persuasion is
anything.
-1.
Listen, I'll tell you what, I'm drunk right now. I don't want to deal with it. We'll talk about it with him tomorrow.
So,
That's probably
All right. All right.
So can you hook us up with a room? Let's get to bed for the night.
Okay, so you guys, you're going to have to pay for a room. There are 2 rooms available at this particular inn. Or, I believe, John, you could do a performance. Do you have that performance tweak? Is that yours?
Performance would have been Clobber, but I do have a drum I can play.
Well, hold on.
I have a lute I can play.
I thought you had... No, maybe you don't. Maybe that was Clobber. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
you're
the
gonna have to...
Gladiator has a performance.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay to rent the rooms. It's $5, 5 gold per room per night. And
Can I not like persuasively or like try with my, even though my charisma is my worst, I get a -1 charisma.
You can try and negotiate, yeah.
But can I charisma drum my way into a performance to see if that works? See if we can earn our stay.
No, because
There's
it is an actual
literally
skill.
No one in the bar.
Yeah, there's nobody in the bar, but it is an actual skill that Clobber had that he can get free room and board for performing.
All right, I'll give it another persuasion. I'm on a roll with persuasion.
All right.
I'm pretty jumped up from the kiss with from Sachi.
The kiss on the
Don't
cheek.
fuck this up.
Don't fuck it up. Yeah.
Oh.
So no. But he will let you take a look at the rooms if you would like to see if the rooms are worth the 5 gold.
100%.
5 gold.
Oh, right there. A room with 4 beds.
Room with 4 beds.
Yeah. Stanimir can cuddle with John.
So those are the rooms. You guys don't have to worry about Stanimir. Stanimir is probably going to be able to figure out his own situation, as you guys are just kind of tagging along.
5 gold.
Yo,
pay
I
for
can
it.
pitch the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Everybody pitch 1 gold to me. Everybody pitch 1. I'll pay 2.
Well,
All
just
right, I'll do that.
subtract it from yourself.
Oh.
That's really nice of you.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's almost suspicious.
9 gold.
You're a poor boy.
I am poor. I have found
Yeah.
zero gold.
You are a puller.
Oh, you now have to use your open door button. Try that and see if that works.
I have clicked it. Nothing has happened.
Are you able to go in now, though, or no?
No.
No, I've actually.
Yeah, same here.
Let me see. It could just be stupid. Yeah, okay. There you go. It's just, I will fix it. It's kind of whatever.
Yoink.
And you can drag and hold down Alt or Option or whatever is the button if you want to put yourself not exactly on the right thing.
Can I look inside this footlocker and see if there's anything inside it?
Yeah, you can do that. You open it. Let me see. They are no, they're empty. They have like the equivalent of like a little Bible or something, the story of our morning Lord or whatever in them. But yeah, they're a guest room, so they're intentionally emptied. And as the night is as you guys are checking out the room and the night is kind of dying down, Ismark is going to leave for the evening. And basically,
Goodbye, Lesser Man.
lesser man.
Pops out of the door.
Just to yell at him.
You are inferior.
Get out of here.
Okay, cool. Are you guys calling it a night?
Well, so here's the question. Do we want to go to bed or do we want to take rotate? Do we want to keep watch? Because, like, do we feel safe here as a group? This place is, like, giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Well, I don't need to long rest. I only need to meditate for 4 hours and good to go.
Oh, 4 hours?
Yeah,
If
so
someone wants a short rest, then they can do the first shift. I'll meditate, and then I can be awake for the second.
I mean, I can do a short rest because it doesn't really, like...
So you
okay,
stay
well,
up
hold on.
till-
Let me jump in here because I will give you some information. So the excuse me. The this is a long rest opportunity, basically, because this is like you're going to sleep for the night. It's 8 hours. You can also, some of your holding items take this as a downtime activity. So you can research what downtime activities are. They're actually pretty complicated, and there's a number of different ones. But essentially, I'm going to simplify it for our game because I'm learning it too. So every long rest, you can do a downtime activity. And a downtime activity might be studying an item that you found, reading a tome that you found, or like something like that. So if you have, or like sharpening a blade, though there's no blacksmith thing right here, like those kinds of things can lead towards things. So specifically in this evening, some of you have a few things that you may be able to use. Sachi, in particular, you picked up those tomes, and so on and so forth. I don't know if anyone else has a downtime activity yet. It might just be
No.
one.
I don't know.
It might just be Sachi right now. But yeah, so you can do that, and then certain things may also give you information about things. So you can take a downtime activity during your long rest. But if you're skipping a long rest, then you can't do a downtime activity. So just with that in mind, you guys can...
Yeah, we're
Like,
totally taking
yeah.
a long rest.
Yeah, I need a long rest so I can recharge my spells.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you can all kind of do the math on that if you want it.
So all of the downtime, say, like what's a work week? How long would that have to be?
Yeah, see, so like the whole system of downtime activities is like complicated, and the idea is that it's kind of like, let's say you don't play your game for a week, then your character could have done something in that time. Right?
I see.
So that's a downtime activity. But because we're kind of picking it up narratively, like you didn't have a week off in Barovia between the Death House and now, we're picking right back up from that moment. So the downtime activity you can just do on a long rest instead, kind of thing. If that
So
makes sense.
also the full 8 this so the long rest is 6 hours of sleep. Okay, so in a long rest you get 2 hours of light activity.
I'm just
Except for
looking.
Josh. Josh gets 4 and 4.
Well, yeah, because I don't need to sleep for 8 hours to get 8 hours.
A long rest is a period of extended downtime, at least 8 hours long, during which a character sleeps for at least 6 hours and performs no more than 2 hours of light activity, such as reading, talking, eating, or standing watch. So we can each take, like, if this is an 8-hour break, we can each take 2 hours.
All right, I think that's reasonable.
That means I can't look at any of my tomes.
Josh can take an extra 2 hours, and you can use your 2
Yeah.
hours to read.
Okay.
Easy. Money. Yeah, I think that's a fairly good arrangement.
Okay, did you want to do something with the tomes, Sachi?
Yeah, you're gonna read them.
Yeah,
I wanna read
which one? So you have a set of informative
Maybe.
or the mysterious?
I'm assuming I should probably do the informative tomes.
Sounds informative.
Okay, yeah.
That sounds informative.
Yeah, so you are going to learn from reading these tomes that they're... Let me see. Okay, yeah. It's going to update for you if you go to them. And, yeah. Okay, and then does anybody else want to do anything else, or we're just going to call it the night?
I think we're just gonna do a rotation of keeping an eye out, but otherwise we're just resting.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Okay. Hold on, I'm just fixing something here. Cool. Sorry, can you repeat what you said? I missed it.
So I think we're all gonna take a rest.
Okay.
but there is light activity of keeping a watch. So we're gonna rotate who's gonna stay up and just keep an eye out.
And I'll do an extra
Mhm.
shift so Joanna can study.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So,
And
In the
I will
drink
also
break.
take this resting up.
yeah, let's take a smoke break. I know a little bio break, and I'm going to get a drink too.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
I'm gonna read this Reddit thread here about downtown.
Okay.
See what they say here.
I mean, probably nothing good.
Probably
What's wrong
everything
with
you
the
need to know.
chicken?
Okay. You guys should have a conversation about also what you guys plan to do. You got some items that maybe you need to evaluate.
I don't really have anything.
I have the item. I have so we need to find an alchemist because
Maybe
we
you
have
should have
the
eaten that
alchemist.
pie.
No, I'm gonna take my chances.
Because she said the pie gives you like sweet dreams. Nothing happened for us because we took it not before bed. Unless it's gonna hit us now.
Yeah, like I'm just not gonna take it. I'm gonna save it for later. That might come in handy. But yeah, what are we gonna do tomorrow? Like, what's our plan?
Oh, that's not that important. Hello?
Yep.
Yo,
Okay. Yeah, me and Joanna are outside smoking. So unfortunately, I think you can catch us on each other's headphones.
yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'm just going to pretend. I'm going to say you guys are laying in bed right now just talking about.
Nonsense.
Yeah, there's the buzz of the non existent tavern because I don't have a better audio track.
Hola.
Yola.
We moved on to gin smashes.
Nice. Those are
Ooh.
good.
Delicious.
I just poured another scotch too.
Nice. Really wish I had my
Gin
cookie.
smash.
Is that from the weekend?
It's from your weekend.
Yeah, that's what.
Kayla came back with copious amounts of alcohol.
Yeah. Did they do? Did they? No, you mentioned that they did more edibles.
Yeah.
Weed.
Yeah, we didn't drink much.
No.
I mean, Liz was sick. I was like, grade. It's like 2
Weak.
That's two of the, heavy hitter alcoholics were sick.
They're busy being heavy hitter alcoholics.
Exactly. There was only like what, 6 of you all?
7.
7?
Yo, so what's the game plan, guys? What are we gonna do here?
I sort of figure that are we gonna do our call to adventure here of helping find these missing people with hopes of rewards afterwards, or are we gonna discuss with Stan and Mir about making our way over to the half decent town?
I mean, I think that we're already here. People are asking us for help.
We gotta help them.
We gotta help.
I mean, we are loose on supplies. That would be helpful for, it'd be nice to have some money to spend when we get to the main. I don't want to murder all the shopkeepers.
Homeboy Lesserman's gonna hook us up with everything tomorrow morning.
I am also
We'll
not
talk to
opposed
Stanimir.
to murdering all the shopkeepers and stealing all their stuff.
No, you don't want to go picking fights with soulless people. They're probably like zombies. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think that we could take a bunch of zombies on without supplies.
Look, there's critical hits in the back of the room. We're fine.
Ooh.
I mean, do you feel like killing everyone in this village?
I can kill everyone in this village.
I mean, if that's what it takes.
Oh,
We could do it very stealthily. Like, I'm not opposed to this whole idea.
I
I'm
don't know.
just like, do we really want to do this?
Look, we don't need to kill everyone. We just need to kill everyone we have.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Everyone who needs killing.
Yeah, so we killed the shopkeeper, and then we killed the witnesses, and then we killed the witnesses of the witnesses, etc., etc. If someone decides to
Do
take
you guys
a
want to
nap-
kill the shopkeeper and just take whatever you want?
I mean, that was my plan to begin.
I mean, like, he's Stanimir's friend. You know? Like, Stanimir's been good to us. He's giving us a free ride.
That's fair.
Are we
Stanimir gonna take us to the next
He bought
village?
us a drink. Yeah, well, I don't want to go to the next village yet. Like, people need us here.
All right.
We can extort them for money.
There is no benefit to rushing through this. Like there is adventure to be had, and we
Yeah.
can level up, and we could do side quests around the starting town to build up and gain.
I feel like we need to go visit Gertruda. See what's going on with that, because she's one of the missing people, right?
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that we should go check out, what's his name's, Greg's house. His house isn't far.
Guy?
Also,
Yeah.
I know where an alchemist is, by the way.
Hmm?
I know where there's an alchemist.
You know where there's an alchemist?
Yes.
Yo, we need to go to see an alchemist. How do you know where there's an alchemist?
From my town.
Ooh, that's handy. Yo, take us to the alchemist. Alright, so here's the plan. We'll go to the alchemist in the morning. Get some free shit from him. And then go talk to what's his face? Lesserman. Yeah.
Lesserman.
Ismark. He has a name.
It's Marquis.
And he's pretty, okay?
Alright, Biz Marquis, the lesson man.
You got what we need. Or we call you Lesserman.
Oh
We
god.
call you Lesserman.
Yeah, so the name of the alchemist is Xanras Diavolo.
Is
He's
he
in
close?
the north. He's in the northeasternmost house on the hill of Barovia village.
Nice. That's not far at all. Yeah, we could totally go see him right now. Rob him.
Well, I mean, we're sleeping.
Why are we robbed? No, we're sleeping. We can go have a chat with him in the
It's
morning.
first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning.
Yeah, we can have a chat with him in the morning. Don't rob him. That's not nice.
Well, I mean, we'll probably rob.
No, that's not nice. Don't do that.
I am neither for nor against the notion of robbing him.
Mm-mm.
Alright.
Also,
Sorry.
I will just remind you that you guys are holding the letter that you found, Kolyan Indiravich's letter, as well. So, you've now met the son of this person, and
The guy who wrote this is dead.
and the guy who wrote this is dead now.
So there's lots of wealth after everyone's departed for a better life.
So this guy seems to know already that it was a vampire. Like, maybe we should have given this letter to the son.
We could have.
Yeah.
We have?
Yeah, we'll find him in the morning. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just show our hand.
Because,
He's
like,
even... Like, if he's even still alive.
because he's asking, like, yo, something's up, but his dad seems to be like, yo, it's a vampire.
Yeah, we should tell him.
Okay, well, are you guys done for the night? Do you think?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, I think we're done
Yeah.
for the night.
Okay, cool.
I've already given myself my hit points.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure
Yeah,
everybody
that's true.
re-ups on all their stuff. Yeah. Okay, so basically,
Points.
yeah. So the night fades away, and basically, for those of you who have eaten one of these dream pastries, you find that you pass out like right away. And you have the most wonderful, happy dreams that are like so realistic and wonderful. Like you're flying and like going through the mountains and like
Good
doing
thing Anton went first.
all of these amazing things. You end up sleeping like a full deep sleep, and for the time that you are asleep, you cannot be woken at all under the influence of this pastry. And then the morning comes, and everybody wakes up. And Napoleon is feeling a little bit groggy. The bed wasn't particularly comfortable, but everyone else is super refreshed, super excited, and all have inspiration. So they can check off inspiration on your character sheet.
Oh.
And yeah, and it is the morning. So
Sorry, where does one click off inspiration?
Top of your proficiency
left.
bonus.
Found it.
inspiration is the equivalent of having advantage, essentially.
Cool.
So you guys wake up, and you're back in the tavern, and it is the morning, and you're free to go off and do as you will.
So, how many spell slots should I have at this point?
Let me see.
I just went and filled them, but I'm confused by all that.
Yeah, it is confusing.
What the fuck?
Of course, this isn't working now when I go to do it. I believe you have 2, but let me see if I can
I
find
still
it.
only have 2 spell
No, you have
slots?
4. You have 4. You have 4.
Okay.
I have 3 at this point.
Yeah, you did that right. You did that right. You're
So I
good.
should have 4 for Fairy Fire and 4 for Flame Blade?
You should
that
have.
correct? Or just 2 and 2?
No, you should have 4 for Fairy Fire and 2
Okay.
for Flame Blade.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, you did that
You
right.
don't have a slots total
Okay.
section?
Yeah,
you
she
have
does.
slots total, slots remaining?
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just on some of hers. On some of hers, it doesn't have the text that says slots total, slots remaining. I think it's only on the first one or something.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. So Arik is basically still here in the bar. He's kind of doing his own thing and like shuffling around and maintaining. But you guys basically wake up to another overcast day in Borovia Village. There's nobody in the tavern at this point. It's probably about 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go check out the alchemist.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, so
Is anybody
we're looking
immediately
for...
curious about the trapdoor that's in back there?
Wait, what?
Oh, did we want to?
There's a trapdoor.
Where?
Ooh. Is that a trapdoor?
Is that a trapdoor?
That is, it's not really a trapdoor. It is certainly a door. It probably leads to an area underneath.
A cellar?
There's a basement. Do you want to go? Do you really want to
You
go
want
into
to
the
stealth your
basement?
way over there?
Oh, no.
I mean, this is just a half man. Or he's a soulless man here. We could just wander right past him.
Soulless doesn't necessarily mean like he's soulless, but he's a real person. This is his establishment. Or it's the ladies, but he works there. Like he has some authority, right?
Well, he's just shuffling around. Hey, buddy, do you mind if we go take a look down there in the basement?
I do mind. He
Stop us if we
speaks.
try.
He speaks.
He speaks. Hey, I got through to him. Well,
Do you want a distraction?
I'd love a distraction. John, you gonna play your drum to distract him? Hey, do you want to see a drum show?
You can't just play a drum to distract somebody. I know that you're rationalizing this, but if I'm standing in front of somebody playing a drum, like they're just going to be looking at me. That doesn't mean they don't see the
It's just
guy
like a
trying
random
to-
angry dwarf fucking
Yeah, banging on
wailing
the
on
drum.
in front of him.
Yeah. After a while, it's not very distracting anymore. It's just it becomes the dwarf that plays the drum.
Well, like, we've only been here a day. There's no way he's talked to the shopkeeper. The soulless bastard.
Oh, you don't know. It's been you guys slept till 11 with that friggin' dream pastry.
Tasty shit.
So good.
Good.
You know that maple?
Yeah, are we gonna get distracted here, or are we gonna go talk to the alchemist? I was like, we could just kill this guy.
Why are we
Like,
killing
do we
this
want to
guy?
do that
Let's
already?
just
Like, we should
go with
just
the
let him go.
alchemist.
Wait, Anton,
Yeah,
are
we
you
should go
good or
for it.
neutral?
Yeah,
I'm chaotic good.
you guys are very evil for not being like any form
I
of
mean, like-
evil. And I would just suggest to you that these places are places that you're going to have to come to and leave and maybe come back to, and so this is a sandbox. So if you kill the guy right in the beginning, for example, then you're killing the character's tree that unfolds into other places, right? Which is okay. It is, you guys can do whatever you want, but I'm just suggesting that you may have to come back to this village.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what was our list? We got to see Gertrude's place. We got to go to the alchemist. We want to see Stanimir. We want to see Ismarkey. Yeah.
I say the alchemist should be the first one, because, I mean, why not?
Okay, let's
Can we
go.
split up?
We also have to go to Bill's house, to Greg's house.
Greg? Oh,
Yeah.
he's the most recent deadman, right?
Yeah, it was like really
Hey, wait.
close.
Can
we
we
don't know where
split
that is.
up?
Yeah, you can split up.
Because I wanted to ask that barkeep guy a question.
Oh, sure.
I want to know if there's any blacksmith anywhere where I can get my hands on a forge and an anvil.
The answer is going to be Valaki. I can tell you already. Valaki is the main town where you're gonna get resource.
Alright.
It's the big town. You're living. This place is a decrepit mess.
All right, so we'll cross that off the list and go see the alchemist, I guess.
Alright, we can go to Greg's house on the way, because I imagine it's like fairly, like, the alchemist is on the top right over there. That's
So wait, where is everything?
I think this is the alchemist right here.
Are you sure?
On the top, it was on the top right, wasn't it? The northeast of the village?
The northeasternmost house on the hill, Xanras Diavolo.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be this guy.
Gertrude is like over here though, right?
Yeah. So
Where is Gertrude?
this is the tavern. This is Bildrath's. This is the death house over here, or the Durst
Yeah.
Manor, which is now a giant hole. This is the alchemist on the northeasternmost, and south of Bildrath's over here is Mary's house, where Gertrude lives. Gertrude is Mary's daughter.
Okay, I think we should go to Gertrude's first because she's the closest.
Yeah. I
You have to
concur.
talk to Anna, you lead the way.
Okay. Where am I?
Are you even on the map? Where are you?
Oh, she was under.
I must have
Oh, she's
covered you.
underneath. Gotcha.
Doop doop boop boop. Yeah.
Okay.
What up?
So, okay. Let me just see here.
Knock on the door. Hello, hello. Mary, are you home?
So, a moaning sob floats. Let me just kill this music here. Give us. Okay, sorry about that. So, a moaning sob floats through like the still gray streets of Barovia. It colors your thoughts with like sadness. You can hear a wailing, and it is coming from a townhouse. The house is about 40 feet square. It's like boarded up and kind of barricaded. You knock on the door, and you don't hear anything, but you can hear the wailing coming from inside.
Oh boy, I don't want to go in here.
We've seen this before.
Wailing
All right,
like
to the,
wailing
It's a
like
trap.
crying. You hear crying. It's crying.
To the
not
windows.
shouting.
to the
It feels
windows,
like a trap.
everybody. What's the dog doing?
Lancelot? Yeah, what's Lancelot doing? Do I get to play for him?
Lancelot is excitedly kind of like jumping around. Lancelot clearly recognizes this location.
This is the right house, but like this is scary.
This is your
No,
call.
this is fine.
This is
is
fine.
your-
Mhm.
This is your call, Sachi.
Oh boy.
You gotta look at this dog and look at this house and figure out which is more important.
Why doesn't somebody do an investigation check?
I'll do an investigation check.
Oh, I'm a good investigator.
Okay, so
Can I help?
Sachi. Yeah, you can help if you like.
Oof.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I got you, dog.
Thanks, bud.
Okay, so you both go up to the window, as it were, and which is beside the door, and you kind of put your ear to the wall, and you can hear Mary crying inside and kind of like chattering to herself, and she's saying, "Gertruda, my little girl, where have you gone off to? Where are you?" So she's distraught and upset that her daughter is missing.
Okay, I say we enter.
Yo, go for it.
Yeah, okay. Hi, Mary. Can we help you out finding Gertruda? We have your dog, Lancelot. Can we come in?
Give me a persuasion. She hears you. She kind of like perks up and hears you and comes to the door. And yeah, she's going to let you in. So she lets you in.
I'm more persuasive than all y'all.
Okay, you might need to adjust your map a little bit here. Just one moment. Okay. Yeah, so she basically comes to the door and lets you in. This is the lobby area here. Hold on 1 second there, sorry. So here she is in the lobby. So she lets you into this kind of foyer area, and you can see that there's some folded belongings and miscellaneous items and stuff like that. Let me show you what she looks like. This is Mad Mary.
Probably about.
Be slapping her. Okay, thank you, Legolas.
Yeah,
No hitting
no
people.
slapping.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Mhm.
She invites you right into the house. And basically, she comes over here and sits and begins to hold this doll. This is another one of these dolls that we've seen in the Durst Manor. It is a stuffed animal kind of deal.
So Mary, as my friend alluded to over here, we have your dag.
Sorry, say that again. I'd missed that.
So we have your dag.
We have your dag?
The dog.
Oh, Snatch. Yeah.
You like dags?
Dag?
I'm like, did you say dagger or something? Yeah.
Like dags?
Like dags?
Yeah, so Mad Mary looks up and she's immediately like aware, you can see, but she's distraught, and so she's not excitable. She's not like a little girl, but she can see that dog, Lancelot, is obviously a familiar dog to her. In fact, Sachi, as you kind of like go to pull Lancelot out, he basically like immediately runs over to her and like clambers on top of her. He recognizes her. And is happy to be kind of home. She lights up and looks at you and says, "My little girl has been missing for 2 weeks now. It's not like her. I don't know where she is."
Uh-oh. When's the last... where do you remember seeing her last?
I don't know. You know, she used to go out and collect flowers and, you know, just exist out in the day and come home each night for dinner, and I have no idea where she could be.
Where did you see her last?
I just asked that.
You remember? Oh, sorry.
Are you a vampire?
She looks at you incredulously and says, "Me? No. No, I'm not a vampire. Why would you
Then
ask
why?
that?"
Well, why is this window I'm standing next to boarded up?
Oh, one can never be too safe in Barovia.
I mean, the shopkeeper had his windows all open. And he has stuff in there. Like, how would you feel if I just maybe opened up a window? It's a little stuffy in here. Can I open a window?
Yeah, you can go to a window. How do you want to open it? Which window?
I'm at this window here. Is this not a window?
Yeah, that is a window.
Okay.
Are you going to slide it open? Give me a athletics check for strength. It's an old, dusty window. Yeah, you are able to easily crack this window right open, and it immediately lets in a wave of light. She is not fazed by any of the light that comes into this window. So if you were suspicious that she was a vampire, you can consider your suspicions assuaged.
Well, you know, you can't be too careful in Barovia.
Yeah.
That is fair.
She thinks it's funny that you kind of opened her window for no reason at all. But yeah, she's more or less
For
fine.
no reason at all, like, you don't get it. Come on.
I'm sure she appreciates.
That makes me more suspicious.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah.
I'd say that's a pretty fair thing. It's like, open a window in daylight. Always make sure that the person you're talking to is not a vampire.
Yeah.
Was your daughter doing anything strange the day she disappeared?
No. No. My daughter is just a little girl. She's a perfect little girl. She didn't do anything wrong. Was acting normally, and she was just gone. Just didn't come home.
Do you
Can I
know
roll
where
for
her
perception?
Well, what would you
Can
like
I
to
roll
know?
for perception to see whether there's something that she's not telling us?
You could roll on like a trust, like is she being honest or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, can we? Like, is there something she's holding out on?
Yeah. So you look around. This is a very strange kind of like house. Like there's animal skins and like kind of like sleeping bag style. Like they're not a rich family. But everything is boarded up. Everything is very like contained and strange. Like you don't necessarily feel like this lady is evil, but she is definitely not right.
Well, I mean, she's lost her daughter to this kind of thing.
Okay. New question.
Dog.
How hard would I need to backhand you for you to remember anything important?
Don't hit her.
She has a
You
dog.
hit her,
So
I
you know
hit
she's good
you.
people.
Yeah, you can't hit her.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Now, when your daughter left the house, did she have Lancelot with her?
She did have Lancelot with her, yes.
Interesting.
where did we find him?
Lancelot in the Durst Manor. Is there any good reason why your daughter would be there?
Not that I know of. No, nobody goes in the Durst Manor.
Could you tell us what your daughter looks like?
So
Because
yeah, she explains that Gertruda is a brunette. She's very pretty. She's young. She I believe she has blue eyes or green eyes. But when you see her, if you see her,
she look anything like the vampire that we fought.
that was Margaret.
No, that was the maid.
That was the nursemaid or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, so that's not
I
the
think
same
the
person.
nursemaid has been eating the people.
How
Yeah.
old is your daughter?
Ooh, good question.
She's a little girl. She's 8 years old.
Oh.
How long ago was that?
How long ago was what? What do you mean?
How long ago was she 8 years old?
She is 8 years old.
Ago.
2 weeks ago when she went
Yeah.
missing.
I don't know, the last little kids we met have been little kids for a long
Yeah,
time.
they were dead.
Yeah, those
Again,
are
Can't trust anything in
Dursts.
Barovia. I trust nothing and nobody here.
That is fair.
It's a sketchy place filled with sketchy people.
I mean, this lady seems like she's less than useful.
So this
We'll
lady
try to find your daughter, but you're not
Yeah,
giving us
she
much.
she explains. So basically, she explains that like her and her daughter have lived here for a long time. She has taken care of her daughter, but her daughter is not one to run away. Is not one to like get swept up in like some crazy bad stuff. Like just disappeared. Doesn't know. She is distraught. The mother, Mary, and she's clutching her daughter's doll. Basically, is the last thing that she has. Now she has Lancelot back. If you're going to leave Lancelot, that is.
Yeah, I'll leave.
And
Gonna leave him, or are we gonna use him to find the girl or her remains?
That's fair.
I speak with animal.
I have speak with him.
Yo, you guys want to talk to him?
Do a pick.
I mean, I can do that.
Yo, go for it. Ask me if he wants to stay with us.
Wait, do I have speak with animals?
it's
I have animal
speak
friendship.
speak with small beasts, I think.
I have
Yeah,
animal
speak with small
friendship.
beasts. I have speak with small beast. I can literally talk to this guy.
Yeah,
I
is
do
that what
that.
you want to do?
Yeah, 100%.
What would you like to ask?
If he knows where Gertrude is.
Okay, so
Hey,
you
buddy.
yeah, so you basically
You know-
call him over, and he comes right over, and you kneel down, and you kind of ask through gestures as your thing describes, and he explains to you that Gertruda broke out of this house, that the mother has been trying to contain Gertruda, and she broke out of the house and took Lancelot with her and ran away. But they got separated, and Lancelot got lost and came back home. They were outside of the village, but he was able to find his way back to the village and come home.
You think you could find her scent again?
He
You a good
knows
boy?
he knows her scent, but he is too far away to be able to identify it. That is, he got
So
lost.
What
so-
direction did it go? Did it just happen to go to the next village that we need to go to?
Well, Lancelot has never been out of this village, so
But he knows the direction.
he will be able to pick up her scent if he gets within proximity, but he is not able to pick up her scent currently.
But
No,
do
but
you-
like I'm saying, he knows what direction it was going. Said
There's
it was,
only two roads
was
in and out of
outside
Barovia
of the
village. Yeah,
Right,
there's
so
only
then
two
she's in-
roads if you check your map.
She's in the next village then.
Yo, do you want to come with us to find Gertrude?
Yeah, so he obviously wants his mother, who is Gertrude. Mary is an oppressive figure, doesn't care for him. He doesn't care for her, so he obviously would like to find Gertruda.
Yo, Sachi, you want this dog?
Yeah, I totally want this dog.
Yo, we'll take him.
Okay.
All right, lady, we're taking your dog.
Yeah, we'll go look for your daughter later.
Okay, let me try
I'm
this. Let me
I'm
try
leaving
this.
your door open. Keep your gun
Sachi,
Mhm.
let me just see here if this is going to work. I don't know if it will or not. Try and move your cursor. Just move your cursor around. Up and down with the arrows. Are you doing it? Okay, well that didn't work.
We're just gonna end up having a zoo.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's turned off. Okay, I'll fix it. Anyways, Lancelot is going to follow you around as your companion, but he doesn't want to do it right now.
What?
He'll come around.
Does anybody, Napoleon? I saw you canvassing the outside of the room for objects, looking for things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to check out this doll? This is a doll. If you want to run a perception on it, that you've seen
1000%.
before. You've seen it before, right?
Let's go.
Yeah. So this is you pick it up, you look at it, you recognize it. This is the same doll that you guys saw in the Durst Manor. This is a toy that is made by Gadolf Blinsky. So this toy maker is in Valaki. Stitched into the hem of the dress of the toy is a tag which bears the words, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
It's no fun. It's no Blinsky.
Is no fun, is no Blinsky.
Yo, what mods are giving you that extra +4 to perception? I'm not complaining, but holy shit.
He's got a +6.
Yeah.
I have +4.
Now he's got the +2.
My dexterity is.
It says +4 for mods.
Hold on. Let me look at your character sheet. What is it saying?
Perception is a wisdom base.
Okay, so you have 5 dexterity, perception. Yeah, you have
How are you
6.
using-
I don't know how you have 6.
How is timeout? How are you?
Oh, hold on. Modifiers. You have a modifier on,
Me?
I think.
I'm
It
set on
says-
no.
It says +2 proficiency, +4 mods, but it should be plus instead of mods. It should be whatever your wisdom is. Perception is a wisdom check.
Yeah, he does have 6, but 1d20 plus 2 plus 4 mods, 2 plus 2 plus 4. I don't know. I have to look at that.
I mean, I'm not complaining. Let Anton perceive everything for us. But like, I just want to know how the hell you got that extra plus. Like, nobody else has a +6 on anything.
You don't have advantage on, do you?
I don't have advantage on.
No, it's because like
I have a
I
+5
know-
in stealth.
I also
I have
have
a
a
plus-
+5 in stealth.
Yeah,
my +5 is in survival.
but how many? Like your stats are suspiciously good, Anton. Like 5, 5,
Like-
6, 5. You know.
Wait, what?
Anton cheated.
But how would I have cheated?
Well, I don't
When you build your
know.
character?
It may have been a glitch of some kind. I don't know. We'll have to evaluate it. I'll have to look at it because it might be right. But
Wait, what?
Roll the
Wait, what are
tape.
Anton's? What are Anton's?
let me just
Stats?
look there.
What's your strength?
My strength is 1. My dex is 3. My constitution is 1. My intelligence is 1. My wisdom is 2, and my charisma is -1.
Yeah, those are fine. Yeah, I think it's
Those are
fine.
fine.
I just think that you
But-
have skills that are bumping it pretty high.
You might just have some fancy skills. Being a criminal and all.
Yeah, like I'm looking for an anomaly here that is going to explain this, but I don't see it. Everything's looking fine, actually. They are high, but I don't see any
It's
problem.
just the 1.
Because so what does it say next to perception on your skills list?
6.
No. It tells you what trait it's tied to.
Wisdom.
Yeah, so it should be your proficiency plus your wisdom.
Yeah, but he probably has a skill of some form. that-
Yeah.
in addition.
I think that because I am a gnome, actually, there is something about that. Let's see.
A Ganami?
Aganami, yeah.
I don't know what to tell you guys.
Whatever. Keep
No,
it
it's
as it
okay.
is, but like, yeah, look into it.
Like, I can't change it.
No,
you
yeah, look
can't,
into it on
I'm
your
looking
own.
at it too. You can't change it. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's just what it is.
Cool.
I'll take it.
Like, do you have like are any of your other skills like a +6? Because I don't think it's
I
possible to
have
more than a 5
3.
plus.
I have 3 +5s. Pretty handy.
3 plus 5.
Okay.
No, because your dex is +3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this lady's probably weirded out why we're talking about this.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of
the
this
lady
lady's
is
house.
like,
There's-
what are you talking about? His skills?
You gotta have good skills.
You gotta
She's
have your
given us-
skills.
All right, I say we go
Wait.
to Greg's house next. That's probably on the way as well.
Do we want to confront her about being an awful person according to her dog?
Hmm?
The dog told us she's an awful person. We want to confront her.
Yeah, the dog's a fucking animal. Doesn't know shit.
So, but we're trusting the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we both do and don't trust the dog.
Yeah.
So we're not hitting
Exactly.
this woman on the way out.
I'm gonna
No.
No, we're gonna go look for proper trouble.
Stop hitting people. What's wrong with you? Who raised you?
I
We
mean,
already stole her dog. You know.
She's okay with us leaving with the dog?
Yeah,
take
she
a
doesn't
shit
give
on the
about
floor.
it.
Take a shit on the floor on the way out.
Do not
We
get
don't-
thrifty.
She says nothing if we leave, Kyle.
I'm sorry, say that again?
She says nothing.
No,
if we
she
leave.
just lets us leave.
No, she just, there is one, as you're leaving, she kind of like reaches out and goes, and in fact, she is going to call you back. She's going to say one more thing to you before you guys leave. She explains that she saw something suspicious. She saw what she thought was a man carrying away a smaller man a week ago down by the tavern, dragging them north. She only kind of caught them for a moment in the middle of the night, and she doesn't know what to make of it, but it wasn't Gertruda as far as she could tell, and so she doesn't really care about it, but just wanted to make you aware of that. So that is something that she specifies.
Interesting. Behind the tavern.
Heading north beyond the tavern, so probably up to the cemetery. Yeah.
So I don't know. I say we go up to the alchemist, but on the way stop by just investigate this whole scene in this whole area.
Which will see in the which hole area.
The Durst Manor hole.
We were already there.
But like in the morning after we finish destroying it, I think that's not bad. It's not a bad call to go visit it again quickly.
Fine.
Like, and it's on the way to the alchemist.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, Anton, perceive for us.
Should I perceive or should I investigate?
You don't need to really do either. You don't need to roll on it. It is basically a giant cavernous hole. Like this thing has completely collapsed. It is like a smoldering ruin. Not smoldering, but it's like the dust and stuff is coming up through the air. There's nothing necessarily of value here. In fact, you have kind of this was a blight on the village, and you guys have sort of liberated and freed the village of this blight.
I want to know, like, Josh is a hunter, and he just rolled a 20 and a 23. Joshy boy, any sign of what could have happened to Buddy's body or that gladius?
Any animal tracks or anything?
There is absolutely no trace of Clover whatsoever. No sword, no body, nothing that you can discern.
Nothing that, like, not even like he was dragged or he just up and disappeared like a fart in the wind.
Just
it was
up and
described to
disappeared.
us at the time that when the host fell into the earth, his body was dragged along with him.
I'm gonna perception check on how deep is this hole.
He wants to grab a shovel.
Grab a shovel. It is a very, very deep hole. It's like a deep hole. I don't know, 200 feet.
Wow.
I have
Hole.
hempen rope.
20-story deep hole.
Yeah, it's deep as fuck. It's just like a basic like you don't forget that this thing basically like roared upwards, this mournful like there was a lot of evil condensed in this area, so there was probably some sort of compounding effect of like deterioration that this place just basically rotted away.
Right.
I say we just move on to the alchemist. We're so close.
I mean, considering that was like the first house we went into, I think it's a pretty fair bet we should just kill everybody in this town. It might be the best thing for them.
Oh my god.
Well, half
There's
of
something
to
wrong
us.
with you.
But then they'll just be reborn.
Yeah, hopefully as better people.
You need to not.
All right, we go to the alchemist.
All right.
To the alchemist.
To the alchemist. Okay.
I think it's snack time.
Snack time.
Okay, so you head north into the village, and you... Let me just check something here. Sachi, you can still hear me, Joanna, yeah?
Sorry?
Joanna, can you still hear me?
No, I don't think. No, if you can't. She just
Okay,
went,
I'll wait, because
just
I'm
went-
going to start this explainer, and I'll just wait a sec.
Oh yeah, to the alchemist. That's her thing.
Yeah, she learned about this place in her little tome.
So let me ask you this. Well, we're on a bit of a pause.
Yeah.
Am I gonna? What I want to do once we reach the next town, I guess, since I can't do it here, can I improve my own weapons with my blacksmithing skills
Yes.
instead of buying new weapons? Awesome.
Yeah, but you're going to find that when weapons are for sale, they will specify the stat, right? So you may... upgrading your weapon will give you... Basically, think of it like a +1. So any weapon... This goes for anyone. Any weapon can be upgraded, and it will get a +1. Like just a straight up +1. So if it's like a 1d8 plus strength, it'll be a 1d8 plus strength +1. If you do it a second time, it will be a +2. If you do it a third time, it will be a +3. So the nature of it is that you will want to find a weapon that is already good and then improve it over time. And there may be also something that you can use to imbue it with a special characteristic. So it can become a flame sword or a ice dagger or like that kind of thing. So it can go 3 levels, and then it can have a special attribute if you have the right item to apply it or a spell to apply it or whatever.
Cool.
And then also you'll roll on it. You'll roll on the improvement. So if you, and it's just a 10 plus or a 10 minus. So if you roll on it and say John, you're blacksmithing, you're going to roll on it. If you have the characteristic, you'll get an advantage, and it's just a pass fail. So you get, the plus or whatever. But anyways, okay, Sachi, I waited for you to basically get back because I'm introducing a new place here. So, okay. So you head north into the village, and you find yourself on the boundary between where the village ends and where it extends as rocky terrain upwards into the cliffs. The fog completely obscures your ability to see here, and there's a house here, and the chimney is billowing. But there's a note on the door, and the note says, "Do not disturb. Experiments in progress."
I would like to disturb.
Okay.
Are you rolling a perception?
Yeah.
Where are you even? Are you even there? No.
Wait, where? Oh.
You're on the roof of some other house. Let's get you up here. What do you want to know?
What kind of things is he crafting? Can I tell?
Well, you're outside right now, so if you're doing a
Yeah.
perception on the outside, the chimney is going, so presumably it's just a regular chimney, or it could be some sort of crazy alchemy chimney. But the sign does say "Do not disturb." The windows can be peeked through, and if you peek through them, you can see a short, stubby man, presumably Zanras Diavola, working, huddled, talking to himself. He's like a bumbling
Okay.
kind of character. He's like,
All right, I knock on the door.
okay. So you knock on the door, but no answer. He's busy.
Hmm.
Can we just try the door and see if it's unlocked?
Yeah, you absolutely can try the door.
Oh,
and see
yeah,
if it's
then
unlocked.
I'll try the door.
Okay, so you try the door, and you
Hmm.
you natural illusionist right on through. Yeah, so you basically enter the location, and stepping inside, the place is almost as if you were like completely transported to a bright and colorful world. And huddled, like I said, and busy at work is a small man. He bumbles to himself as he completes his work, and he turns around when he hears that bell, and you are greeted with Zanras Diavolo.
Oh my god, look at this guy.
He's a little guy. And he says,
allow me to introduce myself. My name is Zanras Diavola. It's funny to see you and nice to meet you, but I thought I had a sign up on my door.
We can't read.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, but we've got some questions for you.
Okay, well, silly you for not being able to read, but it's good you're here because I'm here and I won't be here for long.
Where are you going?
Oh, well, I'm just visiting. I'm a visitor, like you. You guys are visitors, aren't you? Well, you're visiting me, so I guess you're visitors, but I'm almost done, so I can almost leave.
What are
Wait,
you doing here?
We can leave?
You know how to leave?
Well,
How do we?
leave in a general sense. I mean, I'm not doing the same thing here that you guys are doing here.
You don't know us. Yeah.
you know me.
Oh,
Listen.
what are you doing here then?
Well, I'm concocting recipes, of course.
What's that got to do with leaving?
So, we have this frog.
This guy's a bit of an oddball, so he's kind of all over the map.
Can you
Um,
make us some potions?
Yeah, we have a frog we'd like you to look at.
Yeah.
You have a frog that you'd like him
Yeah,
to
her
look
name-
at.
His name's Persephone.
Okay. So you manifest Persephone, and Zanras takes a look at Persephone, and he looks back at you and he says,
This is a frog.
Yeah, but like, look at the sludge on his back.
"Yeah."
Why, man?
So he looks down at the frog, and he puts his finger on the sludge and like scoops up like a little blob of it, and tastes it, and he goes,
Oh, well, it doesn't taste very good.
Why would you taste it? What is wrong with you? Who raised you?
So he kind of spins around and goes back to what he's doing at his desk and continues working.
Wait. What about my magical crystal orb? Can I show him this little orb and ask him if he knows what that is?
Yeah. So, but I can tell you that it's essentially that is an orb that is a non-magical item. So it was enchanted. The enchantment has left, as it were. For all intents and purposes, when you look at it, it just appears to be a simple crystal orb. But you can show it to him.
But it could be used as arcane focus.
It could be used as arcane focus, yes.
And to someone it might be worth a fortune. I don't know. Might
He's
need
also
it.
just an alchemist.
Yeah. Alternatively, we also have a recipe. I'd love it if you could take a look at it.
Yeah, I was going to talk about my recipe.
Yeah, talk to him about your recipe. Number 33.
It's a yeah. Okay. Does this recipe
Mhm.
mean anything to you?
So you pull out the recipe and you show it to him, and he looks at you and he says,
Oh, yes. Well, okay, let me look at this here. Yes, okay, CO, yeah, okay. Well, yes, this is a recipe. This is in alchemist notation. I can read this.
Can you translate it for us?
give me a... He's a very busy guy, and he's a bit of an oddball. Give me a persuasion check. Everybody
A
can do
-1.
it. Everybody can do it. It's
persuasion?
pretty difficult, yeah. This is a hard... I will describe things, just so you know, I will describe things as, if you ask, as like very easy, medium, hard, very hard, or nearly impossible. And those correspond to like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So if like you want to jump across a cliff and you're asking like, you're going to roll on it, how hard is it? Well, if it's very hard, that's 25. You got to beat a DC 25, right? So like that's kind of... So in the context of this... this is going to be an easy. You're just asking him if he can translate it. That is DC 10, so you guys are able to get past that. So,
Nice.
so yeah, so he will gladly translate this notation into a recipe, but he wants you to. He'll take it now, but he can't work on it right now. He wants you to come back tomorrow, and he'll have it ready for you.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, the recipe.
Probably fine.
Like we'll come back later. The earliest, yeah. Like we'll come back later. Okay.
Yeah, he's got to finish what he's working on, and then he will be able to help you.
Yo, sorry, one sec, guys. I'm just gonna sit down.
Your terms are acceptable. Potion that.
Okay.
Hello?
Yep. Oh.
He's on the phone. He does not-
Oh, hey, I'm doing
It's
well.
it's Andrews, the suit place. They just called me. I just missed the call.
Oh.
Amazing. I think we're all gonna come down on the Friday if that works.
You're not calling me.
I think so. Do you mind giving me 1 second? All right, hang on. I actually have him on the phone right now, so give me 1 second. Yo, guys, quick question. Josh and John, the suit place just called me. They're asking when we want to come in for a final fitting.
Friday.
Friday?
This Friday? Next Friday?
Next Friday.
Next Friday. That works
The
for
day
me.
before the wedding?
It's Taylor on the spot. I talked to him yesterday.
All right, cool. That's what I'm telling them?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, hello?
Related to the story.
So I can speak for John and for Josh when they say that we can probably come in on the Friday. I'm not sure on the timing, but like we'll come in on the Friday.
For their schedule.
Is there like a time window? How long is it gonna take, do you think? I'm not sure. I haven't coordinated with them. Mm-hmm. What are your hours on Friday? So between 11 and 7, yeah? I see. Alright, give me 1 sec. I'll just check with John. Alright, sorry guys. John, what time do you want to go?
Friday before the wedding?
Yeah. You gonna take it off or you gonna work?
Oh. I mean, I don't need to take it off if we do it like in the afternoon, like later in the like. I could probably fuck off
Or?
at like 2 o'clock.
You think you can be there for 3? Sorry, 1
3?
sec. Let me just confirm. You give me just 1 sec. Yeah, you think you can do? You think 3 works for us, John?
I could probably do it.
Maybe like 4.
Probably
Sounds
safer.
better.
We're also have to go out for dinner that night too. Remember?
Could we do 4 p.m.?
Why don't you do Thursday?
Because they're not all taking. that
Yeah,
day
I
off.
guess like 4 and 4:30, or maybe 3:30 and 4. I could probably be there. Yeah, I could be there. We could do like 3:30 and 4. I guess if it's like 2 half-hour appointments, I could probably be there for 3:30. Sorry? No, I mean, if it's half an hour for each person. All right, yeah, I think that I can be there for 3:30, and then John can come for 4. All right, cool. Yeah, Adam and Chris, I don't know, about their availability. All right, cool. Thank you so much. Bye. All right, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, I just let that one go to voicemail.
I mean, it looked like it was an important call. I'm sorry. Thought it'd be more important.
The soup place calling you at 9 o'clock. I feel like they do that because they don't expect you to answer.
Yeah, they want to leave a
Nonsense.
message, basically.
Like, someone calls me at 9, I'm like, fuck, this might be important.
Yeah, joke's on you.
Why you calling me after hours? Yeah, that was
The
nonsense.
soup place
Sorry.
doesn't. Mine actually said like it was Andrew. The soup place doesn't call me at 9 o'clock because somebody died.
All right, go for it. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. So, yeah, basically, this guy can do this for you, but of course, he's busy right now doing something, and you will have to wait.
It's fine.
Can you tell us what he's up to? Like, what the hell's going on here?
What the hell's going on here, buddy? Roll. Yeah, let's see. Roll a. I mean, how do you want to ask him?
I mean,
How do you want to handle this?
I mean, I just like to do a little bit of investigation just to kind of see if I can make out any semblance of what he's doing or whether there's anything strange going on in this little shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna investigate this little space. Ugh.
Okay, so he is mixing and matching like beakers and like stuff like that. But the liquids that he has like the wooden thing, and then the beakers, the 4 beakers in it or whatever. So he's got that, but all of them are black except for one of them, which is glowing blue. Like the liquid in them is all black, and then one of them is glowing blue.
Ooh.
Drink it.
You you don't have any. I mean, if somebody has Sachi probably has an Arcana check, you might be able to identify more than Napoleon can.
Ooh, net 20.
Oh wow, nice. Yeah. So this blue elemental sort of glowing liquid is a magical liquid. It is like liquid electricity is what it looks like, and you're not exactly familiar with what it is, but it is clearly something that is like a distillate. So it is a potentiated version of some kind of elemental force. It could be like lightning. It could be, you don't exactly know, but it is definitely something magical.
Oh, I know what this is.
You know what this is. What is it then?
Well, like Napoleon wouldn't know what this is.
Just drink
What I
it.
wanted. No, you.
So in the meantime, he is busily working away. He's like, no, I'll put this in here. And how many? Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. And then he turns and he looks at you guys and says, I don't have all day. You guys should get the hell out of here.
Whoa.
No need to be so rude.
He did have a sign on his door that said experiments in progress.
Yo, I want to run an intimidation check just to make sure he doesn't fuck with us.
It doesn't. Is he fucking with you?
I don't know. Get it. I want respect.
I'm confused as to what you're doing exactly.
I'm just being like, yo, I'm just being intimidating at 4'2".
He is a short guy too.
Holding my new old warhammer.
Can I join John and also stand there all intimidating like? Also 3'6". I'm just gonna
No, you can't apparently. Neither of you are particularly intimidating. Not on 13 at 6s.
All right, I guess we'll just leave then.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Hi, bye.
Okay.
Did
All right,
you
we're-
did you want to ask him what he is doing, or did you just, because as far as right now, all you've done is looked at what he is doing?
Yeah, I'd like to ask him.
Yeah, you can just straight up ask
100%.
him.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? It looks cool.
Science, of course.
Science!
A little bit of
But
magic,
what kind
too.
of science? Can we help?
Probably not. I think I'm okay.
How can we leave?
Can we have some?
The door's right there.
How can we leave the plane?
Oh, well, that's complicated.
Elaborate.
I can't help you with that, but I might be able to help you get around.
Oh?
Well, you see, that's what I'm working on. A way to travel, and fast.
Ooh.
Are you working on a teleportation potion?
I don't know if I'd necessarily call it teleportation, but yeah, that's one way to think of it.
But yes.
That's cool.
Could it get us to
We
the
have
next
some?
town we need to be at?
Well, if I can invent it, I would hope so.
Can we help
I
you?
bet that our formula might be a part of what you're looking for. You should take a break to take a look at our little equation there. It might be useful.
So he is busy and focused and getting a little bit flustered. He says to you, he snaps the recipe or whatever the concoction is, the alchemist recipe. What is it? Alchemist notation? Out of your hand. It says,
Listen, I'll get on this right away, but right away is probably later today.
and then he goes back to doing his work.
I literally just want you to take a 5 minute, like I want to roll a persuasion on him to just like take a break to take a look at it. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can. 14's not going to do it. You guys are bullies.
Oh damn!
We are.
I think it'll be good.
I think we should let him be and go search out this Greg character or Mr. Bismarck, the lesson.
All right, I could do that.
Let's see.
Okay, Potion Man. We will be on our way.
We will see you later.
We'll be back. You guys want to go check out the graveyard? There's probably something to kill there.
Well, I mean,
That
let's go
sounds
find
scary.
Greg or Bismarck.
So before we continue, how long do you guys have? Because we're coming up now on it's 9:10. Like, what do you guys? How long do you want to play till?
What do you guys say? 10 o'clock? 10:30?
I could go until at least 10. Yeah?
Yeah, let's call it 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay, cool.
Probably same.
I
So
might have a third drink.
let's see here.
Right. Go for a quick talk.
Yeah, go for one. As I prep this next little thingy.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna grab a drink. BRB.
Yeah.
Tonight has actually been. Anybody still around?
I'm
Yeah.
still around.
All right, yeah. Tonight was the first night I drank since Josh's bachelor party.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys had a good time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Three
Yeah, it
straight
was a
days
good time.
wasted.
We made pizza on a stone oven. That was pretty great.
Yeah, I heard about
Oh,
that. That sounded good.
Yo, so Legit. It was really cool.
Oh man, story jelly.
That was an
Yeah,
excellent
but
jam.
yeah.
It can't not be jelly. Like we just stood outside in front of like a wonderful fire on like a cool night where fresh pizzas just kept getting pumped out.
And now you're just like rubbing it in. We had a pretty great weekend too.
I believe it.
I've already finished one of the bottle of wines I bought.
So yeah, we're gonna fight a quick fight.
Uh-oh, no vampires.
Might be something at the graveyard to kill.
There's probably something to murder.
You try and get some XP.
Or we could go check out Greg's and maybe fight a zombie.
I feel like we're fighting zombies regardless of what we do.
It's a good point.
What are you guys thinking you're gonna do next?
Well, what's gonna take us like 30 or 40 minutes?
Well, you can do anything, and we'll just cut it off when we get to the thing. We don't need to worry so much about it. Like,
I know,
we'll
but
just-
it'd be nice to complete something. It'd be nice to at least murder something.
if you want me to oh well, there's not really any combat right now. This is just like day one. You guys came into the village. You did the death house. This is the beginning of the second day. You're kind of going to get situated and find some characters in this town, as it were.
All right. All right, then it's up to you guys. Legolas has no horse in this race. He just wants to go home.
Probably.
I say
Probably it would be good to, if you want to kind of get a thing out of the way, I would go to Ismark.
Oh yeah, give him the letter.
Oh yeah, we need to give him that letter. That's definitely what we need to do. We need to tell this schmuck that like, obviously there's vampires.
Alright, where's he? Is he down here at the bottom?
Obviously there's vampires.
Is that him at the bottom?
I think
down
he
there?
knows there's vampires, just for the record.
Yeah, he's just playing dumb with us.
Let's see here. Ismark knows a lot of stuff. He's like your friend in this town.
So I shouldn't hit him with my bonk stick, is what you're saying.
Don't hit anyone.
Oh God. Yeah, the manor, the burgomaster's manor. The burgomaster, think of the burgomaster as like the mayor, right? So his father was the burgomaster. I know I keep saying that. That's a German word. Burgermeister or something?
Yeah, I actually knew a Burgermeister in elementary school.
Yeah.
The last name was Burgermeister.
Yeah,
That's a good last name.
we called her Burgermeister. Just kind of a bitch.
Classic.
Boogers.
She didn't like me. Yeah, when do I?
Sounds like you're bullying her.
No, I was a peanut. She was a like Amazon.
Just speaking with Kayla, and she raises a good point. We've
What?
not seen any dragons so far.
Oh, true.
Like, I would describe the last place we were in as a dungeon. It's been so far 0 dragons.
Oh.
We're only getting half the experience.
All
Did
right.
did you guys get the acquaintances pop-up thing in the bottom? Is that working for everybody or whatever?
Yes.
Under monsters? Okay.
Yeah, under monster. Bildrath, Ismark, Mary, and
Yeah, okay.
Hey, look, an ice cream bar
Wait, what? Where?
in my
under
hand.
your journal at the bottom.
Acquaintances?
See.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to. Are we going to find Biz Marquis or Greg?
Well, you guys, as far as I did, do you guys know where Gregor's house is? Or
I'm assuming that this is it.
Yeah, weren't we told this was it at the bottom here?
the bottom is Mark's house. That's the Burgomaster's manor.
I'm assuming that's where Ismark is going to be living.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
we can
that's
go
where
see
he's
the
living. Yeah.
All right, let's go give him.
Let's
Listen,
ask where Greg lives.
then also give him this letter and tell him that this vampire is killing a bunch of people.
Yeah, and also have him introduce us to his sister, who he wants us to take across to the other city.
Who
Okay.
is dead?
So
I mean, he doesn't know that.
his sister? His sister's not dead.
His sister's probably a vampire.
Oh wait, what did it say?
Who are you thinking is his sister? Gertruda?
Oh, I guess his mom, Irina.
That's his sister,
it's
yes,
Dr. Dunn.
but she's not dead. His father is dead.
But she's been bitten by a vampire.
Yeah, she's been bitten by a vampire, yeah.
But like vampires don't necessarily turn you; they could just be drinking your blood.
She's been bitten. Yeah, she's not a vampire. What Anton said's correct.
But she's dying from
Does
an
that
unholy
make her
wound.
a thrall then?
Well, let's just see how things go here.
Yeah. She's dying from an unholy wound.
Okay, so anyways, are we all headed down there? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Already there, bud.
All right, let's move your cursors down there too. Okay, so you guys basically head down to the Burgomaster's manor. It is a weary-looking mansion that squats behind a rusting iron fence. So the iron gates are twisted and torn, and the right gate lies cast aside, kind of like broken, while the left gate swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats. You can kind of hear it. And weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. So nothing has been taken care of here. Against the walls, there's a little bit of a tramped down path, it looks like, that goes around the house. And if you look at the house, there's heavy claw marks that scrape against the walls. There's great black marks that tell of like fires that have assailed the mansion. There's not really a pane or window that is like intact. Everything is kind of broken and you know, there's wood shutters, but this place is a disaster. So this is what you see.
I'm kind of surprised that Lesser Man lives in this house.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I want to give Lesser Man shit about it.
Yeah, he's gonna have to hear about it.
Well, this is his father's house, right? So this would have been his father's. This would have been the you know, when you.
It's been his house. It's his house for at least 2 days now, and it's still a shithole.
Yeah. What do you guys want to do?
All right, we're gonna knock on the door.
Jump right up to that door and knock upon it.
All right. So you guys head up to the door, and you knock on the door, and from behind the door, you hear Irina Koliana, who is the sister of Ismark and the daughter of the Burgomaster, the late Burgomaster. Inside the door, she comes to the door and she says, "Hello."
Aren't you
Hello?
dying of a mortal wound?
What? She has no idea who is talking to her from beyond this door.
Hello, Irina. We are four travelers that met your brother in the pub last night. He mentioned to us about aiding him in finding some lost people. Is he around? Can we speak to him?
How do I know that you're not working for Strahd?
This letter from your father.
Okay, you pull out the letter, and you give her the letter. She takes it through the slit in the door. Can you roll, Legolas, a... let me just see here. Persuasion or deception. No, give me persuasion, not deception.
Come on, Legolas.
Persuasion
Yeah.
6. Wow,
Mhm.
pretty rough. That's okay. You do have the letter.
Oh.
So you hear the door kind of like clink a couple times, clink, 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 like the locks are, snapping open or whatever. Let me move us there. And then the door opens, and you are greeted by Irina momentarily.
Nice house.
Yeah, it's much nicer on the inside.
No.
It's a pretty girl.
Foxy.
This is who
Oh,
greets
hi.
you.
With the sword and everything.
With the sword and everything. So this is Irina Koliana. This is the burgomaster's adopted daughter, Ismark's adopted sister, but his sister. And she greets you at the door and lets you in. And she says, and I'm not going to do her voice, but she says, "My brother is in the dining area, if you wish to speak with him." And she begins to walk south to the dining area. And she opens the doorway.
I bravely follow her.
For sure.
Yeah. So you guys come
That's the
across...
plan.
Yeah, you guys come across a room, and it is a large dining room. Like, this is clearly like a noble's house or whatever that has been passed down through generations that now Ismark and Irina are essentially inheriting because their father has passed away in the recent days. You notice as you look around this house that, like, there is a difference between what is going on the outside and what is going on the inside. The outside just looks absolutely like thrashed, and yet the inside is like somewhat, clean and tidy. There's a discrepancy there. It's interesting.
So, are you a vampire now?
So Irina looks at you kind of like and blushes, and she thinks it's very forward of you to ask that, given that
No,
she doesn't know
she's
who the
taken-
fuck you are.
So
She's 100% taken a lover who's a vampire. 100% calling it now. She's blushing. That's what it is.
she is a thrall. People.
I think she's totally a vampire.
But
No,
So-
she's
not
fucking a vampire.
So
Thralls do not
No, she's-
get more vampire.
Like, did she ever step outside? Did we ever see her? Did we ever see her touch sunlight?
her here, hold on, let me just have a look here.
She opened the door for us.
Yeah, she opened the
Yeah,
door.
but like,
She opened the door for you.
did she like open the door, or did she like, all right, fine, come on in?
The thing is with
Opened
the thing is with Barovia that even in like the brightest of days in Barovia, it's still heavily overcast. Like, being a vampire in Barovia is not a big problem to be outside. Maybe at some opportunistic sunny moments it's not good, but
It
generally
worked on that
speaking,
first vampire we saw.
well, when you cracked the window, the vampire burst into a sort of like dust or a mist and fled. That doesn't necessarily mean it was a death, right?
I know not a death, but like vampire, it. Can I do an insight check to see if like I believe that to be a way to expose a vampire?
Oh,
You can believe whatever you want.
Yeah. Wait, you're doing an inside check on yourself?
yeah, like I
Like,
don't
it's-
know. I don't know if
Because I saw it happen. Like, am I wise enough to understand whether or not this works on vampires in general, or if that was a reaction from that vampire?
in any other.
How
Well, I'm
can
telling
vampires-
you that in any other place, generally sunlight would kill a vampire. In this place, the sun in Barovia is, and the fog is not really. The,
It's not about
the
killing,
vampire
it's about
fled.
exposure.
The vampire
about
fled
it.
because it was uncomfortable, not because it was fearing death.
I get that.
right? So it's kind of like, is it going to cause the vampire like a sunburn? Maybe. Is it going to be annoying? Yeah, probably. Is it really? Are you going to burst into flames and immediately die? No, not no. You know. So for clarity, the vampire in the previous scene would have fled, not out of aggravation, not out of fear. And also, there are levels to vampires, right? Vampire may not be. Strahd probably has different powers and maybe some of his minions than, say, a vampire spawn, right? Or a thrall or other types. So.
Draw the vampire.
We should chit chat to what's his face.
Lesser man, how was your
Mhm.
Yeah. So, what do you want to say to him?
How was his sleep?
How was his sleep?
How are you doing, Lesser man?
Yeah,
It's been so
how
long.
was your night?
How was
I mean,
your night?
has he already read the letter? Can I tell his sister to give him the letter?
Oh, yeah. So the sister has the letter. Irina has the letter, and she hands it over to Ismark, and Ismark begins to look at the letter and read it over. And sort of momentarily, he like his eyebrows furrow, and he reads it, and then he flips it back at you, and he looks, and he says, "What is this?"
We think we know where your father is. We found this letter a couple of days ago.
Where do you think my father is?
All I can tell you is that we found this letter. I don't know what your father looked like, but it wasn't with
This
anyone living.
letter, this is not my father's handwriting.
This is not your father's handwriting.
This is not my father's handwriting. Where did you get this?
We found it on a dead guy.
In the Durst Manor.
Did we find this letter in the Durst Manor, or is this the letter off the dead guy by the wolf caves?
No, the Wolf Cave, that was the alchemist note.
Yeah.
Oh, we found this in the Durst Manor then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
This letter you found outside of the cave on the corpse.
Oh, did we?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The letter inside, you also found a letter inside the cave, which was the alchemy note in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this letter was presumably on a messenger or somebody carrying the letter. But this letter Ismark is identifying as not his father's handwriting. So that is
Interesting.
peculiar.
So, Lesser Man, is there any reason a man would try and impersonate your father?
Well, my father was the burgomaster, you see, so many people may have tried to impersonate him. And as to where he is, the reason why I asked was because he's laying on the table in the room next door, dead and wrapped, ready for burial. That is what I did last night. I prepared the body with my sister, and we would need to take it to the cemetery for burial.
Our condolences. Thoughts and prayers.
Thank you.
And not questions about it.
Do you mind if we take a look around and look for clues for a couple of other mysteries we're working on?
What
Promise
other mysteries are you working on?
Well, you mentioned you want us to track down the missing people. And considering your father is dead, we figured we'd chase down any leads that we can. Can you tell us anything about his mysterious death?
About my father's death?
Mm-hmm.
My father died as a result of the stress that has been taking place, the attacks, the constant attacks on this house.
Yeah, we could see on the exterior literal attacks.
Yeah, your house kind of looked like a shithole.
Yeah, his words.
For the past month, Strahd and his minions, wolves, vampires, have been sent to this house after my sister. It seems like Strahd, that dread lord, has taken a liking to her. I'm
Well, she's
doing my
pretty.
best to protect her, but she's naive and believes that she can intermingle with him safely. She's already had several encounters with him. It seems like I can't stop her.
Encounters.
Seems to be picking your words quite carefully.
In the past week, the attacks got even more relentless, and my father, who was doing his best to fend off and defend us, had a heart attack. Couldn't take it anymore. Also, at this point, can I get everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Ooh.
What?
Okay.
Is this against the intelligence for the honor?
Thank you, Sachi. Josh, okay. Anton, okay.
Oof.
Poor. Mine was piss poor.
John?
I rolled an 18.
Oh, I didn't see it there. Okay. All right. So, Josh, you, in the middle of all of this, pull out a piece of pie from last night and begin eating more.
Oh, I had some pie left.
Yeah. And you are munching on it and munching on it. And we can carry on.
What happened to Anton?
Ominous pie eating.
Anton has a whole pie.
I do have a whole pie.
Yeah.
But I only rolled a 3. No pie for Anton.
Yeah.
I mean, Christ, I'll just have a good sleep with this. Maybe I'm addicted to pie. Who knows?
Something terrible has happened to you guys. Somebody should hit him.
Yeah, somebody should hit him. Okay, what are you guys doing? So you asked if they could take a look around the house. Ismark looks at you and says, "Listen, if you want to take a look around the house, you're more than welcome to take a look around the house. We have nothing to fear. We'll open the house up to you. Have at it." And
Cool.
with that, basically all of the house access ways, the doors become unlocked.
Cool. 100% looking for secret rooms. What are these rooms?
So
Or just down river?
the interior of the mansion is like very well furnished. The fixtures show signs of like great wear, so they're just old though. There's oddities that are like boarded up windows and the presence of holy symbols that are in all of the rooms. The burgomaster's body is in the eastern room. He's lying in a simple wooden coffin that looks like it was constructed probably by Ismark and maybe Irina. And there's wilting flowers and stuff like that. There's a faint odor of like decay.
Where is this?
This is in the eastern room
This room?
over here.
No.
You're in the western room.
Oh, yo, let's go over there. Is it only through here?
There's a door up here.
Yeah, the doorway is up here in the northern area.
What about
Um,
down the stairs or up the stairs?
So the stairs are locked just because there's nothing up there for you because I didn't do it. So
Alright, we'll just.
Yeah, and
Can we investigate the body?
yeah, you can. It's wrapped, but you can absolutely investigate it.
Oh.
Yeah, so 25. So the body looks to be solid, like it's in one piece. There's no signs of blood. There's no signs of anything. It is wrapped with like a sheet, and it has like straps going around it, like the knees and the hips and stuff like that. So it is basically like prepared to be put into the ground. Though it is not like open casket, so there's probably not going to be a wake. It is probably not the tradition. And frankly, this town is like a nightmare town, so it's not going to be like that kind of thing. it appears that they're telling the truth. Their father had a heart attack, and he's wrapped up and ready to basically go to the cemetery.
Well, I'll be damned.
Well,
That
I'll
old
be damned.
bastard did it.
I want to hit the corpse with my bonk stick just to be sure.
No.
You missed.
Yeah, what did you get? Yeah, well, a DC on a dead body is 0. So, but just as you do that, Irina walks in and is absolutely furious with you and slaps
course she
you,
Of course she does.
and says, "What are you doing?"
Well, you can never be too sure around here.
You are trigger happy.
I mean, maybe, but I'm in a strange place. I am here against my will. Can't blame me for nothing.
Listen, my father was a wonderful man and deserves a proper death that this town is not going to be able to give him.
Well, that's all a real shame. I just want to make sure that he stays a proper dead man and not an improper undead killing machine.
If that's what you want, then you can help us. You can help my brother take him to the cemetery as an escort. Nobody in the village has been willing to do that. And frankly, it's pathetic.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm torn because I want to try and persuade this woman to some snoo, but I also don't completely trust that she's not a vampire.
It's like her father just died.
Yeah, don't.
You know?
Yo, funeral is like nature's aphrodisiac. You all saw that already.
You got issues, bud.
A funeral is nature's aphrodisiac. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
We'll help you carry your father's body over to the cemetery.
By the way, just so you're aware, there will be opportunities that you may say something and get a quote assigned to you. So Legolas, for example, if you move over your character, I put a quote in there that would come in handy later. Yeah, so if you guys want to help her, I'll explain later, John. I'll show you later.
Yeah, 100%. We'll gladly help you.
Okay.
Not me, because I'm short, but you know, everyone will help.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Not right now. It's not going to happen right now. You don't need to do it right now. Probably the funeral, because basically this body has just been prepped overnight for the night. Probably. Oh, you know what? You could take it. Do you guys want to do that today? Like, you could take this body over to the cemetery if you wanted.
Sure.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Okay.
There's gonna be zombies.
Ah, we'll finish.
Nah, I'll be fine.
We'll finish at 10 anyways. We'll see what we can do. Okay, so yeah, if you guys want, you can do that. If you have any questions for these people or whatever, then you can ask them or whatever.
Are they coming with us to the funeral or to the cemetery?
Yeah, they're gonna go with you to the cemetery.
All right.
Yeah, we can chit chat on the way if anything.
Yeah, where would I see this quote?
I took it away. I'll show you later. It's not properly
Okay.
functioning or whatever.
I'm curious.
Yeah, some of the macros are really wonky. Okay, so these folks are going to basically prepare to leave. And let's head back.
Got a ways to go.
How are we all the way over there now?
Huh?
I thought we were over here.
Yeah, we were on the south. So basically, we're going to take the coffin and slug it northwards.
Hmm. Look at us being good citizens.
Look at you being good citizens.
Thankless work.
Anton, sing Ave Maria.
All right. So you guys basically make your way to the church. Atop a slight rise and against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft. So you can see Castle Ravenloft off in the background if you make that full screen. This church is directly underneath it. But basically, this church stands a gray, sagging edifice below that. The church is obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end, and probably a little bit of rain and mold has worn this church down to the ground. There's a bell tower that rises towards the back of the church, and flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against the load. Ismark is with you guys, and he basically says, you know, we haven't had an actual funeral in like months. You guys find yourself standing outside of the church here.
Where's Irina? She didn't come with us?
Yeah, they're here. Just give me a moment. And they have the coffin. Just assume you have the coffin as well, right? The heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire. So it looks as if the church has not been used for communion or church practices for quite a while.
Can I pry it open with my crowbar?
Yeah.
If it's not open, because like I'm trying to use the door.
Yeah, it is locked.
Crowbar it up.
You hear the bell in the distance. Yeah, you're able to open it. So the crowbar opens to ignore that little rectangle down in the bottom, that weird glitch. It reveals a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. There's 4 doors on each side of that hallway there, and 2 on each side, basically. They lead to, like, presumably adjacent chambers that are the width of the church there. You can see that the chapel is, like, strewn with debris. Like, clearly something fucked has happened here, though it seems to be settled. You can hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer under his breath. And as you guys approach, the prayer is basically cut short as he notices you. And he turns around and he says, who are you?
We're the pen pals. Who are you?
Pen pals.
We're the pen pals. Is that what we're going with now?
Yeah.
100%.
He says, well, I'm Saint Donovich, of course. I'm the priest
Ain't are
here.
you now?
And then Irina and Ismark make their way in as well, and they greet Donovich, and they say, we've brought the body of our father, who has passed away. We need to keep him safe here for the day. We will also want to have a funeral procession, if that can be arranged, and anybody in the village can come to the funeral and give their peace and respects to our father. Doru agrees to this, and Ismark and Irina basically turn back at you and say, thank you for helping us.
What, that's it? Just a thank you and that's it? Just seeing your amazing mansion?
Well, if it's
Unbelievable to some people.
any consolation, Ismark is growing fond of you, and yeah, that's a good thing to have.
We've buried 3 bodies since we got here.
Yeah, you guys are kicking up quite a dust storm.
Miss Lesserman, you mentioned breaking topic here from carrying your father's body.
Yeah, I mean, like, we did a good deed.
All that jazz. Thumbs up, high fives.
We did a good deed, that's true.
You mentioned yesterday the latest man who was missing, a gentleman named Greg.
Yes, Gregor. Yes, Gregor was the most recent victim of the disappearance. I did mention that, yes.
Gregor, I meant by
Gregor, yes.
Where you mentioned he has a house around here?
He does have a house around here. His house is the 4th house below Mary's house, right outside of the Burgomaster's manor.
Oh, we just walked right past it.
We did walk right past it.
Should have taken the body in there. Can I just kind of walk off and check out these other open doors?
Yeah, of course. Well, those are windows, so you climbed out the window.
No.
Yeah, these are all little windows.
What's this guy's deal? Looks kind of sketchy.
Which guy's deal? The Donovich, the priest.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can do intuition or
Perception?
insight check, or perception. What do you want to specifically figure it out? What's his deal? What does that mean?
I mean, like, this place looks pretty disheveled. Does it look like what's he look like? Is it something that he was involved with, or?
Okay, give me a check, or give me an insight, or a perception.
We'll do a perception.
Okay,
Right.
so you notice something interesting about Donovich. Let me give you this for a moment. Hold on.
Is he also a Hollow Man?
Here is Donovich.
Ew.
Donovich is a dumb man, but you get the sense that he is present. He is older. What you do notice is that he has a bandage wrapped around his right hand that has a little bit of blood coming through it. Leaking through. Fresh almost. Not fresh, but like it's, red, like it's recent.
Okay. Oh gosh, what happened to his hand? You guys seen that?
We should heal him.
He goes back to praying. He's kind of muttering and just praying there under his breath as you all stand there. Irina and Ismark kind of give you a nod, and they say, "We're going to retreat to our manor, but come visit us when you have more information about the disappearances." And then they basically leave the church.
Sachi, do you want to cast Healing Ward on this guy and see
Oh,
if
is this
he likes
spell
that?
slot?
No more spell slot on him. You guys get hurt all the time.
It's true.
Hey,
Alright, do you want to just
Holy
leave
man.
this guy alone?
Yeah, leave him the fuck alone.
You can always talk to people or do, you don't need to necessarily just... you can leave. You can leave too, but I
want to talk to Holy Man.
Yeah.
Holy Man, how did you
No,
hurt your hand?
Yeah, I'll do a medicine check on him. Oh no, I got no idea.
Yeah, so medicine, you look at his hand, it appears to be an injury, but it's really... You can't see anything. Josh, what did you say? You said, "Yo, holy man, how did you hurt your hand?"
Yes, it did.
So he says, my hand. I was gardening outside and I hit it against a tool the wrong way. It cut me,
Yeah, that happens.
Can I do a
Which tool?
perception check to see whether or not I
No, that's I'll take an insight for that to see if I believe him.
Oops. There you go. Legolas can jump in and see if it did.
You feel
I'm an
like he's being
insightful man.
dishonest. You feel like he's being dishonest.
Oh, okay, buddy.
He's
Old-
going
Whoops! I fell in the garden.
Can we ask him about what happened? I want to ask him about what happened in the church because it looks pretty rough.
Yeah, you can
Was
ask
there a
him.
brawl? Yeah, what's with the church? Was there like a big brawl over here or something?
He says that you have to understand that this church used to be a bastion of hope for people in this town. But the waves of wolves and enemies and undead is just too much to bear, and over time, the constant assailing on this church has destroyed it.
You're telling me that with all your time, you can't fix up this church or honor your gods? Unbelievable.
Doing the best I can.
Unbelievable.
I am but a simple priest.
Would you like to be freshly baptized under the Church of the Wandering Dwarf?
Do not hit him.
Oh, is that what... I was going to say, go on. Bonk.
You tell
I'm
him.
asking the question. I asked the question.
Don't you dare, I'll hit you.
My faith is inchallengeable, sir.
Do you know anything
Are
about
you
the
sure?
Idiot.
He's sure.
Does he know anything about the disappearances that have been happening around town?
He knows. Yeah. So you ask him if he knows anything about the disappearances, and he gets a little bit nervous. He says, "We don't really talk about the disappearances in the church. This place has had enough bad luck. What we try and do is keep this a positive place. We only talk about the good. We avoid the disaster. It's nice. That being said, the latest disappearances have all happened in the middle of the night."
Interesting.
Okay, so we know it's a vampire.
Or is it a
Can
zombie?
Can you tell us any more? Like just in the middle of the night, that's not very helpful at all.
Can you give me one good reason to trust that you're not responsible for this and that I shouldn't hit you?
He kind of like looks around to make sure that nobody is listening, and he says, "It's Mad Mary. She's lost her mind ever since Gertruda left."
All right, I want to run that insight check again since I already know he's lied to me before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this guy's not got a good track record.
No, he's not
I just rolled a 23.
A 23. Again, you feel like he's not necessarily being honest.
Like, okay,
I'm
buddy,
gonna
you're
try and
gonna have
intimidate
to.
him. I'm gonna try and intimidate him.
You are not
Like,
able
okay.
to intimidate him.
Okay, buddy. You're setting off a bunch of my red flags here. You're kind of deflecting a little bit. You're really making me want to hit you. Is there anything you can do for me right now to make me trust you and not hit you?
He looks at you incredulously and he says, "I am a man of faith, and this
Who's lied to me twice?
is a holy place. You don't have to come into this church and demand answers of me and then complain that the answers are unsatisfactory. If you don't want to be here and you don't want to talk to me, you're more than welcome to leave."
Really want to hit him with my bonk stick.
I wouldn't hit a man of God in his house.
He's lied to me twice.
Bad idea. So what?
think you need to take a breather, bud.
It's his house. You're just coming in here and pointing fingers and shit.
Take a walk.
I say we get out of here. This guy's no use for
Let's
us.
go. Let's go.
There are 4
Okay,
rooms
said
that you
later.
can evaluate too as well.
Rooms?
Well, you see these little guys here?
That's rooms. Yeah, we should totally check out the rooms. Fuck this guy.
Can I open up this door here beside me?
Alright, everyone open up a door on 3.
There. So you all open up a door. Okay, so I guess I'll just go through each of the doors here. Hold on.
My door's still closed.
Your
Is
door's
it?
not closed. You're in front of it.
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh, it's upper.
It's up one.
It's where the block is. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I see.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, we'll do Legolas first. So this dirty room contains a wooden bed, as you can see there, with a straw-filled mattress, next to which there's a small table and an oil lamp. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden sun-shaped holy symbol. So this is the symbol of the Morning Lord. Okay.
Okay.
This is probably Donovich's room.
Okay, I'm gonna take it.
You're gonna take which? You're gonna take the
symbol.
Oh, the symbol? Okay.
Also,
Yeah, okay. It's just okay. You can do that if you like.
and like, is there anything else worth taking in this room? Do I need a check for that?
There's
Is there anything else that's
nothing
valuable in
taken.
here? Because like, I already don't like this guy. All right, if there's nothing worth taking, then I take the symbol.
All right, cool. All right, in
Take his pillow.
Yeah, you can take his pillow too. I'll give you.
I'm not gonna take it because it's probably gross, but I'm gonna like fart on it.
Gotcha.
Crap in his bed sheets.
I'm gonna fart on his pillow.
Okay.
Gross.
So
Amber
in
Heard.
so in Sachi's room, time and neglect have kind of punched holes in the ceiling of this room. So this is kind of like the dirtiest room of the church. There's a few broken roof shingles sitting there, and there's puddles of water, so it's clearly leaking through. In one corner of the room, set into the floor, is a very heavy wooden trapdoor that's held shut with a chain and a padlock. So this leads probably to like the church undercroft or whatever. In Faendal's room, an old desk and chair stand against the south wall, and there's a wooden holy symbol, just like the one that is in the other room that John took. It's like a sunburst. It's like a wooden sun, if you imagine that.
Oh, it's made of wood.
Yeah. Oh, we lost our little sound there. Hold on. Let's see here. Yeah, and then there's a cabinet, but the cabinet's doors are open, so they're all empty. And then finally, in Napoleon's room, there's a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress again, and there's another holy symbol. And this room was probably lived in at some point by somebody, or it's a guest room, but it hasn't been used in a long time. Like, it's looking pretty dusty. There's nothing of value in this room. This is like a guest room that is sort of empty. And that's the church.
So there's nothing in any of the cabinet has nothing in it. The desk has no drawers with anything.
There's a scrap piece of paper on it with a date written on it, but other than that, there's nothing.
All right. Are we getting out of here? Or are we going down this trap door? This
Say we
guy's got
check
some
out the
bodies
trap
in the.
Can I try opening the trapdoor?
Yeah. So give me an athletics.
Which one?
Or I mean, you don't have lock picking, right? It is a locked door.
Anton has.
I have sleight of
I have
hand.
these tools.
I have dexterity.
I've got strong athletics.
Yeah,
I got
you
thieves'
can
tools.
you can
I could
you
open
can
it.
do an athletics to try and open it without taking the lock off. You could do a lock picking.
Nope.
Yeah, so you're not going to do it at that. You're not going to do it at
Crowbar?
that. You could try the
Does-
crowbar.
16
Does
athletics.
Crowbar.
Crowbar 20 is not going to do it.
20 is not gonna do it.
No.
what attribute do I do for my thieves' tools? Would it be dexterity?
Yes, it would. Thieves' Tools 21 is
21.
not going to do it.
Wow.
This lock
Okay.
is magically enchanted.
Oh.
Do I understand anything about it at Arcana level? Ooh.
Sachi, not 20.
So you can determine that this lock has been bound shut with a spell, an incantation, and only the incantation is going to be able to break this lock or open this lock.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Well, fuck.
I guess we should just go.
Yep.
Right, we'll come back
Yep.
with a better lockpicking kit.
Secret wall over here.
With a better lockpicking kit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just like bring this guy over here and make him open.
No, let's go.
Okay,
I
fine.
mean, if we can't even rob him, you really think that we could take him in a fight?
John,
What do you
stop
mean
trying
we
to
can't
attack
rob him?
everyone.
He has nothing to rob.
Well, he has a whole basement full of treasure.
And it's 10 o'clock, so we should probably cut it at this point.
Did we do anything that could have gained us any experience today?
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm gonna
Alright.
dig
Yeah,
it
yeah,
up
yeah.
after. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys are yeah, this is a good spot to break it up. And then yeah.
Go.
How was
Okay.
I
it?
got my warhammer. I have my tensei weapon.
Yeah.
You haven't even used it yet. Mhm.
Oh my god.
Incredible.
It is I gotta say, it is absolutely hysterical. Like sometimes the you put momentum behind something, it's like, all right, I gotta fucking do it. And then every time we do that, it ends up being like a shit roll. It's like amazing. I'm loving it.
What the fuck does this inspiration do if I'm still pulling these super low rolls?
So the inspiration is just when you want to use it, you take away your inspiration and you can apply advantage. Yeah. You're inspired. Yeah, it's just it's like a side loading and advantage for later.
I see.
Yeah, you can do it. You can save it. You can save it. It doesn't have to be your
Yeah.
next roll. You can save it,
Excellent. Okay.
and it can be awarded for different things. Like if somebody does something clever or something like that is totally unexpected or something, then like you can be awarded. It's just a way to have advantage as a gift.
Okay.
Hi, Anton.
I'm gonna eat it.
Goodbye.
Oh, I should mention that on it was Josh's roll, right? You lose your inspiration on your Constitution saving throw.
I lost it?
Yeah,
I'm no
you
longer
lost
inspired.
it. You're no longer inspired.
Wow.
Yeah, you're no
Okay.
longer expired.
Ha! Ha! Loser.
Lost my
And
What
now
happened
you're
to
level
Anton
five.
on that Constitution?
Anton
Nothing.
got a 3. Anton got a 3.
It was like a 1.
Yeah,
Huh?
he wasn't the lowest.
He
Well,
didn't.
like, it
he
was-
didn't eat any pie.
I didn't eat any pie.
He still has his pie, but nothing happened
Okay.
to.
Okay.
Everybody ate it, but Anton. So Anton was doing a
Oh, so
Constitution
it's-
saving throw, but he
All
didn't
right,
need to.
so it's a con save to keep up the inspiration. That's probably what it is.
Hmm.
That's so handy.
Potentially. You know,
But
Anton-
it's no good right away. You have to do it at the beginning of the day, like at the end of the day. You have to sleep on it.
To eat it
Because-
before I go to bed. I'll eat it
Yeah.
tomorrow. Or tonight.
Like you have to sleep on this pie to get the inspiration. Apparently.
That's okay.
Don't be sleeping on that pot. It's good pot.
Yo, I'll sleep on whatever pie I want.
All right. Next session.
Yeah.
Next
So what's the
Thursday?
deal? You're going away now, or when do you go away, Josh?
I'm gone from the 6th to the 19th. So,
Well, I mean,
for all intents and purposes, I'm not able to play until the week of the 20th.
Okay. So next week is out for you.
Yeah, next week's gonna be out.
Okay. So
what if we
then.
pulled one this weekend on like Sunday night or something?
I can't do Sunday, I have a wedding.
Oh fuck. Okay, never mind then.
Okay. So then you're back on the 20th. You come back.
We land on the 19th.
Yeah. Okay. So then maybe
Man,
you
you're
want to
gone for so long.
take a couple days. Like, do we want to set does a weekday work, or do we want to wait till the weekend? Like, we can do maybe the 22nd, which is a Wednesday.
worked out yet. If everyone's cool waiting until that week, I can make whatever date.
Yeah, well, we should wait, I think. What is
So
it?
we're
1
gonna-
week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
It'll be like a
guess.
month before we play again.
On Wednesday the 22nd.
Or Tuesday the 21st or the 20th. I don't know. It's really up to you guys, right? It's Josh when you come back. So if you're back on the 19th, you don't necessarily want to do it on the 20th, or maybe it's fine. I don't know. You tell me.
I mean, like, if we call it like the 21st, I think that would probably be the soonest, best available date.
That probably works for us. Well,
Yeah, that works for me.
like, who knows what I'm saying on, a Tuesday a month from now? But apparently
I
it's
do.
this.
Well,
Yeah.
now you're saying D&D is what you're saying.
Yeah, apparently this is it.
Put a pencil it in.
Oh man, a whole month until more D&D.
God damn it, Josh. Why you gotta get married?
I know. That's
That was
okay.
supposed to happen last year.
True.
Okay, so we will say the 21st, and then we'll just, we've got literally a month until then.
I hit Josh with my bonk stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
You want to
Yeah,
do?
that's fair.
I can do a battle.
No, just the bonk stick. It's just the one damage.
Is it always 1 damage? Yeah, I
It's
think
always
it
only the bonk stick is only 1 damage.
is. Yeah. Yeah.
No matter how hard I hit you, which in this case was a 21. It's always 1 damage.
Yeah.
Can't even get
Ah.
it.
He gets it.
Hit you good and hard there.
Yeah.
Right in the nuts.
Where the fuck is Stanimir? I wonder.
I don't know, probably getting wasted.
We don't know. We haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah.
He's at the party
Fucking
carriage.
those bitches?
Oh, those Vistani? Those Morty?
Yeah, those
They don't like
bitches who snuffed me after you walked in.
Yeah, maybe. Hard to say.
Alright, so hold up. If we're gonna end this, I guess it doesn't even matter if we get more resting in. But if anybody has any downtime item, like maybe we should go back to the tavern so that we can pretend like a day went by or something when we come back, and we could have all had more rest and downtime for any downtime activities.
Oh, yeah, I mean, sure, you can do that if you like. Yeah, if you want to suggest, because it's going to be like a month, that we go back to the tavern and essentially are just hanging out, and you want to come up with a downtime activity to do, then you can do it.
Can I get a side job as a downtown activity working at the pub? Turn some money?
Can we all spend the next month like working? Like I'll play my drum. Somebody bust tables. Like, can we just work here and earn some extra money for the next month?
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. If you want, then yeah, let's say that you guys are in Borovia, getting to know what's going on in this town. If you want to come up with a way, like you tell me when you get back what you've been doing. But
we're drumming. We're drumming for room and board and tips.
yeah, yeah,
Legolas is
and we'll give you some money.
I'm playing my lute every once in a while in between sets, serving behind the bar. Sachi's serving tables, and Anton's got himself a side hustle at a table running like a shell game.
Gambling.
Going on.
Yeah, dice.
And he's hustling.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Go
I mean, I'm also helping, like, bussing.
Yeah, and if there's things that you want to do, investigating an item or doing something like that, like we'll throw those in the mix too, and just let me know.
All right.
Cool. Go gadget team.
All right, cool guys. Well, have fun, Josh, and I'll see you guys at some point. I'll be here occasionally if you want to pop on the Discord.
Yo, Team PP on 3.
Oh god.
1, 2, 3. Team PP.
PP number 1.
Voldemorties.
Let's go Voldemorty.
We're the pen pal, the Pee-Fees.
All right, guys,
Charisma.
take it
Bye,
easy.
team.
Okay.
Have a good
have
night.